All right, all right. So I was thinking about it today. 'Cause I know I've teased this one a few times because there was a time we weren't going to be able to do a full group, and I wrote it. And I forgot when I wrote this, it was very much I was writing in with October and spooky season in mind. So it's definitely like a spooky, dark fae. So I think winter season will still be appropriate, but I do think it'll be a fun little looking back into autumn and fall and spooky season. So I'm excited. This is, I think, let's see, I'm going to try to use your different names. Lauren Ossett and Charlie, because Rich was with us at the time. My last time I did a Grey Hollow. So you all know how kind of different it can be. That one, for those who, wait, no, Charlie, you weren't here. Excuse me. That was Megan. It was the day that Charlie and Lauren and Nanny couldn't be with us. So we had planned ahead. And that one, just to like kind of set the tone a little bit, we didn't roll combat at all. And it's not gonna be as whimsical, this one, but that one they ended up just essentially finding nursery rhymes that were coming to life and saying the nursery rhymes and putting them back in through a magic bookshop filled with a fake glade inside with some lady like multi-dimensional shit going on in it. So that was very non-traditional. So I do like to add a little bit whimsical to the Grey Hollow stuff. So there will be some stuff that might be a little odd and a little different. I hope you all like it, but also it might be putting some of you all in different comfort levels. Nothing aggressive, but like when we did that other Grey Hollow with the nursery rhymes, literally I wasn't forcing people to, but it's like if you're comfortable like saying the nursery rhyme out loud, and just kind of feeling a little childish in that way. And they leaned into it at that time. But there'll be some similar kind of concepts in Grey Hollow. I tried to build this one so like combat doesn't have to be the solution, just as an FYI, just an above table comments, but obviously approach it however you'd like to. I'm going to try and crack the whip to get through it tonight. So next week we can focus on wherever the new beginnings are. So if I pick up the pace on anything and start cracking, know that I'm doing it for the idea of trying to get us to the climactic finale of the one shot. All right. Any questions before I start setting the scene and before we start building an NPC? Awesome. And you'll have character introductions and stuff like that. Assume your characters all know each other. For those who saw the little hook, you all will be in the Forest of Dreams outside of the magical town of Grey Hollow. And there's the little saying, the roads to and from Grey Hollow twist and are strange, but fools sleep under eaves in the Forest of Dreams. Beware the bright mist that forms with lack of rain. So you all are setting out into this Forest of Dreams, becoming the fools of the little rhyme or the little saying, as a friend of yours has gone missing in the Forest of Dreams. And so you're all very much aware of the oddity and the mystique and the danger ahead of you, but you're all setting forth to find them. And we'll be opening up around a campfire as you have your first night in the Forest of Dreams before setting off the next day. Before we get to that moment in character introductions, for those who, if you're up for it, if not, I have a not generic, but like an NPC concept to kind of bring up for who you're going with. But per usual, I like it when players can define the NPC and the person they're looking for. So we'll open it up here. Does anybody have any quick ideas? We don't have to spend too much time on it, on like a race of who this person is. From the town of Grey Hollow, they could be the baker, they could have been the weaver, they could have been your old adventuring buddy. They could be a witch in their own way, the person you bought your potions from and she's gone missing after gathering stuff in the wood. Anything jumping out for anybody? It could be random, even if it's not something you're inspired by, like a race or anything like that. And again, I'm not going to force this. If you're not feeling inspiration, I can just come up with something.
I think you should be an old man.
Old. And also, I know you all know this kind of concept. What I'm excited about is for you to pick a very unique thing for I have to do an interesting voice. So, like an old man.
I don't know why I just like thought of that guy from Hook, like the one of the Lost Boys that like grew up and he's like constantly looking for his marbles.
I don't.
You guys
I
remember
haven't
that?
seen Hook since I was a kid, and I don't remember.
Oh my
more of
god,
those
I love
guys.
that movie.
But like
He's
Robin
like-
Williams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's like I think he was like one of the Lost Boys that came back with Peter Pan because like Hook is like Peter Pan who grew up, and he was just always like, "Where's my marbles? I've lost my marbles," and like, I don't know.
I just found a clip.
That was just like a weird, thought that popped in my head.
No, I love
Maybe
it.
he's an old guy that's lost his marbles, and we're like, "Fuck, he's gone again. Lost his marbles. We gotta go find him."
I like the idea that he's gone missing before. Like this isn't maybe the
Yeah.
first time,
Mm-hmm.
but he's like well beloved or something. He's important in some way.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
see people
exactly.
being like, "Hey, can you guys go get Old Man Jenkins because he wandered off again?" But this time, just an FYI, it's not that he went and got lost in the grocery store. He's down in the Forest of Dreams, so we need adventures. That kind of thing.
But like a Sir Patrick.
Oh,
He's
how did you
he
do, Sir
definitely
Patrick?
forgot.
He could be a former knight, like,
Mhm.
because there are knights and such in the Grey Hollow universe. He could be a retired adventurer. I'm grabbing my sword. Grandpa, there's nothing to slay. There's a dragon in the woods. When I was your age, I was out and about trying to get all dragons, and you gotta keep vigilant and do patrols. And where's my steed? Where's
I wonder if we're like if we were hired to like transport him somewhere, but he's been absolutely just like a pain in the ass because he keeps wandering off all the time.
Ooh,
my
I like
God.
that. I like that.
Wow.
I don't like, and also I love the idea of the reluctant like saving, right? I give you guys a little bit of room to kind of play with your gray morality. In this world, the capital is Gildcris, so I imagine there's going to be a great honor for his former accolades and achievements in the name of the crown. But Grey Hollow is very at the farthest southern end of the kingdom, and it's a dangerous journey all the way back. And you all have gotten the honor of taking me to Grey Hollow or to Gildcris. So, chop chop. You must stay vigilant upon the roads. You never know what you might find. Also, you should seek out evil. Always. You should seek it. I'm gonna go seek evil right now, actually.
I like it.
What should his name be?
Philip.
Sir Philip Pennyworth. Sorry, Pennyworth just stuck in my brain, but
Pennyworth. Yeah, that works.
Sir Philip Pennyworth. My friends call me Sir Dick. Back in the Brotherhood of the Knights, they would say that to me in a very kind in a brotherly way. They call me Dick, Sir Dick. And that's, well, you should know the reasons why the ladies used to call me Sir Dick. It's because my lance was very long. Is that too much? Is he too crass?
Yeah. Charlie likes it.
Yes.
Well, it's like I don't know how much you guys want to hate the inappropriate old man. Or
It's more like
No,
how much.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it. It's more so how much are we going to be like, well, we'll just let him die in the woods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to push it too far because you're the hero.
Maybe it's like an absurd amount of gold, or like something that is like, God damn it, we need to do this, but yeah, it's almost not worth it.
Yeah, what's our motivation?
I don't. Well, I mean, if you guys want to make it gold, but I think I'm leaning and maybe not making him too much of a dick and more of just a grandfather who just wanders off and is problematic in that way. Unless you guys want that confliction, right? Because I do trust you all to still find your reasons to have to like finish the adventure, right? And you'll still have a good reason. Obviously, though, he's the through line to kind of help pull you through the adventure, if that makes sense. But it could
I feel
be
like I would be.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be more motivated if he was more of like the lost grandfather type.
That's grandfather.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I taught
It's
you
really
how
hard for me to
swing
wanna
your
save.
sword, Zarko, when you were just a little hobgoblin. I remember when you cut your hand on it, and then you got so angry. What kind of... You got so angry, you broke the blade in half. Oh, one of my favorite
Philip,
memories.
that happened last week.
Oh. No, I remember when you were a child, Nini, and you broke a blade upon your hands, and then... Wait, no, you don't. You use your fist. I didn't...
Yeah, I use my fist. What are you talking about?
Dad, all said, I don't even... I taught you something, didn't I? What did I teach you? I don't remember. Who are you?
Is that Ninny's voice?
Like you're like, I need to pause for a second.
Because you're a Goliath.
Yeah, with a squeaky voice.
I love that.
Are you an undersized Goliath with a squeaky voice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's hella funny.
I love it.
Last minute decision. Yes.
Go with it. Brave, off the wall decisions. All right. Which are you winter or summer fall? I can't remember.
This time around, it'll be summer.
Oh, summer. Oh, I forget. Are you going to...
How can you forget with the hair?
To be fair, you look the same very much between seasons and seasons. I don't see so well.
I beg to differ.
And please don't hit Zarka anymore with your... She gets very angry. I know how you get summer when you're at summer. And oh, I need to get some eggs. I'll be back. I forgot I need eggs. He's like the grandfather who has a fridge filled with eggs. I'll be back. You stay up for me, kids. He goes wandering off. All right. Yeah, Sir Philip Pennyworth, the grandfatherly knight. And I mean, if you guys want, I think the idea of you all escorting him to Guildcrest for some sort of honorifics is fun. And then like along the way, you're like, where did Philip go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Sir Philip Pennyworth. Excellent. So, as I kind of said previously, we are going to bring you into the moment. Oh, I guess one other above table thing for you all. There will be a lot of rewards for inspiration tonight, especially through like RP and kind of brave choices. Like more than just one inspiration, right? You have the opportunity to stack a lot. So that will be up to you if you want to take advantage of that. But a lot of it will come through RP and just playing out your characters and making brave decisions as best as you can. All right. So, we begin in the Forest of Dreams. It is at night. You all know how dangerous this forest is. But as you had set up camp, you realize... Maybe no, to be fair, earlier that day as you were traveling through the woods, along the well-traveled road through the Forest of Dreams going north to Guildcrest, the capital, you looked around and off the cart, Sir Pennyworth is gone. The middle of the day. You did, RC, Osset, you're our ranger, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to stereotype you. You find
That's fine.
his unexpected footsteps leading off into the woods deep into the Forest of Dreams. And you have tracked him and tracked him and tracked him for the remainder of the day off the road into the darkness of the Forest of Dreams. It's become too dark to continue following his trail. So you're setting up. Actually, even better than that. You follow his trail, and it suddenly ends. and it's just gone. His footsteps, this obvious shuffling old man gait. He's not light on his feet, just stalks. But it's also grown dark, so you're setting up camp for the night. So, Summer, again, we got a kind of a taste of each other's personalities already, but this is your time to kind of describe your character and any noticeable things about their personality or features.
Okay. Well, so since we know each other, summer changes based on the season of the year, but we might, since it's the one shot, we might change it more often. Depends.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give him the ability to like take a minute and change seasons so he can play with that if he wants.
So, Summer with the flaming hair like the sun. It's like the summer sun. She stands pretty tall for like maybe 6 foot tall ish. And has elven features, so she's a Eladrin. Eladrin, however you want to say it, Eladrin. So this is her summer form, and every time she changes form, her name changes as well. So this is her winter form, and her name will change to Winter. This is her autumn form, and she'll be named Autumn. And then the spring form, where she's nice and green, and she'll be known as Spring. So since you guys know her, you'll know that she does change based on seasons. But also, depending on the season, would be changing of her mood, but it's not going to be like drastic mood. Like, for example, summer would be like I said before, bold, more aggressive, but more into like getting the mission done and stuff like that. If she's in a winter mood, she's kind of a little mopey. Spring, cheerful, and then autumn is going to be like, what is it? What was autumn? Autumn was like peace and goodwill. So depending on her season is depending on the mood. So, and she is a druid. She does carry a longbow with her. And every time she does a long rest, she can also change her proficiency to help with what's going on. So if we know that we're about to go out to sea and we take a long rest before, we could probably change it to like sea vehicle proficiency, and then she'll be able to row boats.
Nice.
That's just for examples. Other than that, that's her concept.
All right. Osset.
So I wrote a little backstory for Osset. It's not like super detailed, but so Osset was born to human parents. She is a fire genasi. She's basically a product of dormant. Do you say Ifrit?
I
It's like
think I would say Ifrit.
Ifrit. Yeah, Ifrit. So product of dormant Ifrit.
Mm-hmm.
Ifrit DNA that have been passed down through generations onto her. Her parents and the town that she was from kind of herald her as a blessing from the elemental planes. They believed her to be a descendant of Koseth, the Lord of the Flames, the ruler of the fire elemental plane. She grew up with like really overbearing citizens who, kind of like worshiped the ground that she walked on. And she even attracted the attention of the Church of Koseth, which kind of escalated that, and they believed her to be like an avatar or a conduit to the Lord of Flames. And so she quickly got overwhelmed by all of this, and so she left and seeked the quiet of the wilderness. There she stumbled on Fey magic and learned how to wield it. And she keeps to the outskirts of civilization. She's always on the move, looking for adventures, and constantly running from the fanatic cult that follows her.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Both you and I are the Fae.
Uh-huh. Well, kind. Yeah. Yeah.
Those were
She knows a little bit of
talking
Fey magic, but
Yeah.
a little bit.
That's fine. Zarka, would you like to describe your character and interesting
Sure.
things about them?
Yeah. So Zarka is a hobgoblin, so red skin, pointy ears, pretty like stereotypical barbarian look and build, like, 5'9" ish.
One thing that's interesting about the Hobgoblin too is I believe Hobgoblin originally in 5e and Volos was much more like and portrayed in Forgotten Realms very militaristic. But I think they redid Hobgoblin to show how much they're actually very in some of the lore is very Fey based. So I think it's really cool that you found that, and I'm excited to see Hobgoblin in a different light. Just a random.
Yeah,
double
I
meaning,
associate it more with like Fae, themes. So that's
I just want to say that
interesting.
too for those who like associated the hobgoblins with like the militaristic stuff that we've been exposed to. And it's like, oh yeah, they're actually a huge Fey race in their own right. Continue. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So like 5'9", pretty brawny, and she just looks absolutely feral. I was really inspired because her background is Outlander, and I was inspired by the one personality trait that's I was in fact raised by wolves. So I picked that for her. She's Path of the Ancients barbarian. So my like small backstory for her is that she doesn't remember her family. She just like literally was raised by wolves, but sees all these people, her ancestors, and like does not know who they are, and semi recently was able to do that, right? We're level 5. But yeah, she looks very like scary on the outside, but you all know her to be rather kind-hearted.
Above table, you either write it down or just note it for yourself. Zarka can speak Wolvish, the language of wolves.
Okay, all right, hell yeah.
Wait, would that be like Lupinian? No, I'm be seeing. You speak Lupinian.
She does not eat loopy nuggets.
Oh,
Mm.
she has. I like to. Sorry, I'm already getting silly. I like to imagine that Zarka has a shirt on that's like a band loopy nuggets, like is it PETA, like a PETA shirt or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna make her. I was like, oh, should she be like a vegetarian? Then because like she was raised, and then I'm like, oh no, but they eat meat, so she would definitely eat meat. But her, she doesn't wear like wolf furs or anything, but it's all like small prey, like rabbits and things that wolves prey upon. But she wears a bunch of like furs and things.
There's a damn thing. I love it. All right, and then Ninny, our undersized Goliath.
All right. Ninny is a Goliath monk. He's bald. He's not super tall. He's like medium. He does have a high-pitched voice because he missed puberty. So he's actually a well-known athlete all his life. He's grown up in the mountains, and anytime he gets anxious, he has a horn he blows. It's not loud, it's not too like quiet either, it's like in between. So just gotta watch out for the little horn.
I now want stealth mission in this, just so you can like.
I know. I was like, we're all trying to like hide. You just hear this little.
Sorry, I'm just anxious hooting right now. Or tooting. You toot the horn, right?
What's great is his stealth is like a +6. So
Nice.
Yeah, and you have disadvantage. I'm just kidding. Love it. Excellent. So you're in the woods and you're setting up camp. We don't have to get too deep into this. Is there anything anybody can think of their characters that they would do that would fit for them, like setting up camp, like doing honorifics to the woods, to the moon, checking out the trees, someone cooking? Anybody want to kind of jump in with stuff, something like that?
I think Summer would be, gathering like sticks around the woods, but not picking sticks off the trees because she Doesn't want to
Respectfully.
hurt the trees. But respectfully,
Yeah.
make sure the campfire has the right rocks around so no fire gets spread out, because she's pretty protective of the woods, because she is one of the woods.
I'm already pitting you guys against each other. Osset, are you the pyromaniac? And you're like, no, the fire needs to be bigger. And Summer, you're like, we need to kind of reel it in a little bit.
Osset is actually because of like her whole life, she's been like portrayed as this like conduit to the Lord of Flame. She has almost like a little bit of like resentment for her flames. So she tries to tamper down her volatile nature. I forgot to mention she does have kind of blue hair, which is interesting for a fire.
Blue flames are the hottest.
Yeah. So when she gets like when she loses control of her emotions, she gets like that blue flame that like goes through her hair. But she keeps it like tied back and just like no nonsense, like tied back, and just it's almost like she's trying to control her temper and her flames by like pulling her hair back and that kind of stuff.
I know it's silly,
So.
but is she the one that traditionally takes care of the fire, or you're like, just because I can doesn't mean I should? You're like,
she definitely feels drawn to it, but again, like she doesn't. She tries to fool herself and saying like, no, I don't want to take care of the fire. It's fine. But she like feels that like
secretly.
longing to be next to it. Yeah. It's like a rebellious phase. She doesn't want anything to do with like the cult or her heritage and all that kind of shit. She's like, I'm not the Avatar. So but she would be out hunting, maybe grabbing some rabbits for everybody.
Okay, just for fun, roll a survival check.
Oh, okay. Survival.
I almost thought of playing the Harrigan.
18.
18.
Harrigans
Yeah.
are fun.
You can catch whatever you want, whether it's
Don't shoot me.
You know what Zarka likes. What do you think the two of you might have been hunting together?
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Yeah. We could do a deer if you want, or a wild boar. Ooh, pig. That would be nice.
Pig.
Yeah, wild boar.
Yeah, you guys find a wild boar, which does put up a big of a fight, but between the two of you, easily put them down. So you're like coming back to camp with that. And then what do you?
Oh, so that let Zarka carry it.
Yeah, let Zarka carry it.
She does.
Yes.
Without question.
It'll be really hard for me sometimes to break some of your guys' other characters, because in my brain I'm always thinking of Lauren. Also, your character's a strong, burly frontliners. But it's not that one. Zarka.
I know.
This time.
It's Zarka,
So that's gonna be Megan's role this time. Excellent. Nanny, what do you think you're doing during camp setup? And maybe you're the cook. Are you gonna cook the boar when it gets back? Are you meditating, monkish stuff?
A little bit of everything. Doing the picks in the air and cooking food, and so after while the food is cooking, he'll go out in the woods and start chopping down some not so thick trees, but small enough where he can chop them down.
Ooh, chopping down trees. Love it. So every time Summer, again, I'm not trying to actually poach against you guys, I'm just getting inside your characters' brains. But as you're gathering these limbs, you just hear in the background, whack, crack, as like a axe going into like a wood. And you're just like, maybe grimacing just a little bit. But.
Now, Nanny.
Nanny.
What did I say?
I have 3 axes. We've gone through this. Do you want help?
No, I'm good, thank you. Chop, chop, chop.
Chop, chop, chop.
Okay.
Now,
And your
Nanny,
monk chopping too.
Go for the logs that are already on the ground. You can chop the logs, but not the trees that are still alive.
Oh, okay. He starts chopping the logs that are on the ground.
Mm.
Is this better?
Yes, very good. But make sure you dodge the worms and everything, because they provide nutrients to the dirt as well.
It's extra protein.
If
It'll
you
be
wanna
fine.
Okay.
Just don't tell the others. I mean, if you want, you can. That's okay. Sorry.
I think the others won't mind. It's just me that
Oh.
won't mind.
You don't like worms?
No, I find them as part of nature.
Oh,
You don't-
okay. And then he
hear
picks
them-
off the worms.
You don't hear them screaming every time you hit them with an axe?
No.
Okay.
Summer, as you're having this conversation, roll a perception check.
Where's my sheet? Perception.
Perception.
Ooh, 11. Or 18.
18 total. And you're very much being in tune with the flow of the forest and the nature around you. Roll an Arcana check at advantage or a Nature check at advantage, your choice.
I'll do nature at advantage. Oh, those dice hit each other. I don't like that.
Whoa!
They bounce-
One was
They hit
Damn.
each other and bounce.
Oh,
No,
my
damn.
goodness. You see something that you've never seen before. Maybe I shouldn't lead too much on that. You go to reach down and grab some more fallen limbs, and you're thinking about, the worms and the cycle and everything. You see a tiny little spectral figure, like poking its head over the limb, very, very tiny, minuscule sized. And it's got tiny little antlers coming out of its head. For those who've seen like Ghibli movies, they're very much like the spirit creatures and Princess Mononoke. They're very small and tiny, a little bit more form to them with a little bit animal features. And you see one with the antlers, another one with a unicorn head, and another one with a little face that kind of looks like a bear. They're poking over the limb, and they're like looking at you with curious little faces.
Like little tiny creatures?
Tiny.
Ooh.
That a fallen limb that they can hide behind it and just kind of peek out. But they're not trying to hide from you. They're just kind of looking at you with curiosity.
Burning hands. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. Well, hello, little ones. Must be the mushroom I just ate.
Who was out there? Ninny, you hear Summer say that, and you kind of turn and see as you're chopping Summer talking to these little creatures. Roll an Arcana check. Or, excuse me, Arcana or Nature check.
Wait, who?
Ninny.
Oh, sorry. Arcana?
Or Nature.
$14.
14. You've seen something like this before. These are little forest sprites. Little forest spirits. And not necessarily guardians, but caretakers of woods and forests. Or maybe you've heard of them and you know they come in different little shapes and sizes, usually mimicking the nature around them.
He'll go up to the little ones. Oh, I've seen you guys before.
And they kind of, when you walk and say that, they kind of like duck down behind. I would like you to roll a persuasion check.
Oh, Ninny, you see him too?
Oh, what?
Ooh, a one.
Oh.
Summer, I'll give this to you for free. You get the impression that they're a little scared of the person who was chopping wood and chopping the trees. And they kind of like duck behind it, but you can kind of see them kind of like they nervously peek back out at Ninny, but they're a little more scared now.
Hold on, Ninny. I think when you were chopping the wood, it might be a little too intimidating.
Oh,
Can we help you? Do you need anything?
And you say that, and all three of them like get these excited little expressions, and then they hop up on the limb, and they hold these tiny little hands, and they kind of like start doing like a little happy dance.
Do you want some worms? Ninny, did you grab some of those worms?
oh, I have to go get more. I ate them.
Up to you if you want to do a survival check, or you can just say you find worms. I'll leave that in your court.
I'll do a survival.
Okay. Roll to find worms.
Nope.
Yeah. You start looking through, and you start like kind of looking underneath some rocks, some boulders and stuff, and you're just like, can't find any worms.
I'm sorry, guys.
And you see them all just kind of get this very disappointed body language. And then they start dancing
make
again
it
and
up
start
to you.
showing you hands again.
What would you like?
And they just start like, I guess they just kind of shrug a little bit. And then they start just kind of pointing aimlessly around very excitedly. And then they start doing their little dance. And one of them kind of climbs off the limb and starts like crawling onto your foot, Summer, and like tugs. And you feel a slight little bit of like the magical energy like tugging at your pant leg. And he kind of reaches his hand up like, give me something.
Okay, what about the little twig? You want to help? We're gathering twigs and leaves to help with the campfire.
And that one puts a hand on its hip and nods and goes down and like picks up a little twig. And then he like shows the twig to the other ones, and the other ones are kind of like, they mimic him, and then they start walking around looking to start picking up little things. One of them picks up an acorn and then starts like walking with you.
Okay, let's go back to the camp.
Nitty, you see the last one, like one has a twig, one has an acorn, the last one has this like for you it's a rock that fits in the size of your hand, but it's trying, the one with the antlers is trying to pick this one up. It's like and trying to push it.
Why does that sound so cute? Oh, you need help? And he picks it up for him.
And like holds
Here we
on.
go.
Well, he holds on as you pick the rock up, and he just like goes for the ride. And you get a sense in like when you like hold it in your hand, he climbs on top of it, and he does this little happy dance again.
And then he starts dancing with them. Hee! Yes!
And like a captain on a ship, and he like points after the other ones like follow.
Okay, let's follow them then.
You guys can set the scene if you want, Asa and Zarka, but I was imagining you guys were like around the fire with the boar, like prepping it for foods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Asa is like elbow deep in intestine, and she's like
Yas.
basically getting it. Yep.
And you see them walk out, and these two little creatures, like one with a twig, one with an acorn, and then you following Summer on the ground with like a little happy little run. And then you see another one that's on a rock in Ninny's hand as they kind of walk in. And like the little ones with the twig and the acorn go up to the fire and like throw them in, blink, blink, and they do little happy dances.
Yes, sit around the fire. Be our guest. Looks like, oh, you guys found some boar.
Asa like raises an eyebrow. Did you make some friends?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
cute, aren't they?
The two that, and there's still the one on the rock in Ninny's hand. The two that just did toss the twig and acorn, they go up to 1 to V both respectively, Zarka and Osset, and they do the little like gimme happy dances in front of you.
What is it
Oh.
doing?
Oh, it's offering to help.
Do you wish to help me with the boar? She's like looking at the little dancing thing.
The one with the bare face kind of stops, or bare features, and like thinks, and in a very serious way does a slow, like serious nod. And you see it like do like there's no sleeves, but it was like mimicking rolling up its sleeves and like crawls up on the boar, and then just like starts getting bloody on it as it starts helping you like cut through. It's like if there's like it like grabs a bit of the fur of the skin and starts trying to pull it back a little bit.
Now, this is how you do it. And she's like showing him where to like cut along like the skin to make it easier, and like, you know, how to dress. It's like a game, I guess.
Love it. What about you, Zarka? The other one's like looking at the other one with all the blood, or like all the blood, the one helping and getting bloodied, and it just kind of shakes its head and looks at you and kind of like does the gimme to you. Actually, to be fair,
Well-
Zarka, go ahead and roll a either nature or, and you have the Fey touch thing too. or Fey stuff. So you can roll either Arcana or Nature with advantage. If I forget like Osset or any of you guys have like Fey stuff in your background,
Yeah.
like damn, two
Mhm.
nat
Damn,
20s.
two
Damn.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
That's
Okay,
double inspiration.
forest sprites. While they're very happy to help, they're actually looking for a little offering, and it doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Usually, something nature-based is enough for them. And they are kind of caretakers. They help see to the magical processes of different woods, and but usually, where you are in the Forest of Dreams right now, you haven't gone too far off the road. It's kind of unusual to see them this far and close to a road that's traveled by people outside of the woods, if that makes sense.
I think they would like something. She rifles around in her pockets. I have this ring that I made out of twigs. I think it could be a lovely crown for you. And she like puts it on its head. Do you like it?
It's like just standing there as you take a little twig crown and put it on its head, and it's like starts to kind of shake, and it's like looking up at you, and it's just like the impression, the body language is crying from happiness, like has like happy tears. Just
Okay, so not scared.
not scared, just like, is this the most beautiful thing I've ever had in my life? And it's just so happy that you gave it a little crown of twigs. And it like points to the one on top of the boar, and then points to the other one on the stone in Ninny's hand, and points to the crown, and then like you can tell he's trying to command, and they both stop, and they kneel and bow to the new crown of the forest sprites. Everyone write down in your somewhere, whether on a piece of paper, everyone gets inspiration from the forest sprite. So an inspiration forest sprite.
Ooh.
As you're interacting with them, you feel a little bit of magical luck going about your person. And the more you're interacting with them, the more you just feel a little bit more in tune with the nature and the woods around you.
I do have I just want to double check out ranger shit. So my favorite enemy is ironically Faye, but how I'm gonna
The one with the crown commands you to for everyone to sacrifice.
Great.
No, I think favored Faye it's totally fine.
Yeah,
Faye,
how
there's
I
gonna be good
wanted
and
to.
bad, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. I want to flavor it. Like she's been in the woods and been associated with like Fae magic and Fae creatures for so long that she's well in tuned with like the bad Fae. So.
And there's wild Fae too, right? Just like if you chose beast, there would be a deer, and then there's also bears, or a dire wolf. So there's a wide range, right? So I think that's still going to be very applicable. I think it's a great choice.
So I think I have advantage on survival. Yeah, survival checks or intelligence checks to recall information about them. So yeah, that kind of stuff.
If I forget, feel free to call out like, "This is Fae stuff."
Yeah,
advantage because that would have applied to you making checks and stuff too.
Okay, cool. And also forest terrain. I'm like proficient in that, so I can't get lost except by magical means. I'm alert to danger even when I'm engaged in another activity. I can move stealthily at a normal pace while I'm alone. I find twice as much food while foraging. While tracking creatures, I learn the exact number, size, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so
and
forest is my shit.
One of them wakes up from your tirade after a little nap. I'm just kidding.
Yep.
I'm making a joke.
Yeah, you're good.
Good to know. Yep. This will definitely be a session again. Just remember to shout out your features at me because I'm new characters to this. But great choices. All right, Summer and Osset, you both have very high passive perceptions. As they're the little bowing and like the other ones get off, and now they're like piling little acorns and little twigs and like little ferns into a little pile before the king of or queen of the sprites, whatever it is, the new ruler. The two of you notice that this little area, this little glen that you are in with your campfire trees around you has begun to subtly change. What was a green forest now you notice Summer, especially you, being very in touch. Well, no, both of you, excuse me. Ranger, in touch with the woods. The both of you very in touch with your surroundings are the first to notice that the leaves are starting to wilt. And strange little groves start kind of coming up, but everything just kind of has this kind of interesting little green emerald glow to them. But you're watching around you as decay and darkness essentially starts to overcome the little area that you're in.
Does Summer feel like, when you say decay, like, can she feel like the death of the nature?
Ooh, yeah, let's, I do think that, and let me get a little bit more graphic and just go with something we've touched on before. You see, like, the very traditional, or I don't know where this is from, but you see, like, the worms begin to kind of come up out of the ground in certain areas as they're being disturbed by something.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, Osset, like, leaps to her feet, and then she's, like, scanning the surroundings, looking, past the tree lines, trying to see if, like, anything is changing out there.
Something's going on, guys. The nature is changing around us, and Summer's gonna reach down and pick up the sprites and kind of put them like safely, like tuck them in with her.
Yep.
Kind of like
And
protecting.
they ride in your hair.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That massive
Yeah.
flow of hair. They're like clinging into it. And you feel from them fear as they see what's going on, and you kind of pull the attention to them.
Guys, we need to do something.
And that's when you see the gray mist, luminescent and white, begin to seep through the underbrush and grow thicker and thicker until eventually the mist is all around you. And the only things you can see are each other.
Ooh. Oh shit.
And this mist
Osset.
cleans. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Osset looks at Summer, asks her, have you ever seen anything like this?
No, this is strange to me. I can feel the woods dying.
And I'm
Well, if
gonna say
Eladrin doesn't know
it's-
what this is.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. If Eladrin doesn't know what this is, we're in deep shit.
You just hear a faint horn.
This, it's not necrotic, but there's definitely, I don't know what the right word is, darkness, a deep dark,
Corruption?
evilish, evil maybe not even be the right word. There's a dark feeling of the mist. And as you're kind of turning around, looking at each other, talking, it like clings to your person, and it's cold, and it starts kind of, again, continues clinging to your body. You try and pull it off, but it's just all around you. I'm going to put you all on the spot. But what is all your characters' greatest fear? It could be simple, it could be complex, whatever you want. I'm putting you on the spot, but
I would say fire.
okay, I like that.
Well, maybe not, because we have a campfire.
But like
Maybe like a forest blaze, like an
forest
uncontrollable
blaze,
wildfire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like a wildfire, yeah.
Wildfire, I like that.
I think Osset's is to be to lose her freedom.
Lose her freedom, so imprisonment.
So any kind of like restrainment, where she can't move, can't free herself. Yeah.
Love it.
Ninnies would be scared of being basically trapped just anywhere.
Something similar, like, and that's not a criticism, like Osset, like imprisonment, like being in a cage and not being able to get free.
I guess the word I'm looking for is claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic. Ooh.
That's what
Tight
I'm
spaces.
Yeah, tight spaces.
Small spaces.
Okay. Zarka?
I think like more like on the agoraphobic side, like big crowds, like that feeling when you're like at a concert or something and like everyone's just pressing in on you and you're like kind of claustrophobic-esque, but like
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Specifically in crowds.
overstimulated crowds and yeah, like her not having been around a lot of people, like being in a big city in a big crowd.
Love it. And so as the mist clings to you, you feel it against your will of these thoughts and feelings of these fears kind of emerge in your mind. And then you feel the mist just kind of, and I'll give you the sensation for free. Like, there's no checks or anything. The mist takes your fears and slips away. And when the mist clears and drifts off, you are in woods, but you're no longer in the campfire that you were in before. These woods are foreign to you all. Sorry, we just got a follower on Twitch, so thank you for following. The noise popped into my ears. Trying to remember. Is old women? Do you want me to change it to old women? Like,
No.
not to sidetrack, but have you seen the new Ghibli film yet, Megan?
I have, yeah.
All the old ladies.
Yeah.
All I could think of was Lauren the whole time. Anyways, not to sidetrack.
I would like to change it to spiders though, just for
Spiders?
something more.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Unexpected.
All right. So you'll be in a crowd of spiders at some point. With faces of old ladies. Sorry, I'm giving myself away. No. Okay. And so you find yourselves in a new woods. Those who have all of you who have a connection to the Fae in any way immediately recognize you're no longer in a normal forest. You're in what would be called a Fae forest. In this world, I call them the Alderald. And you shouldn't have found it. It's so, oh my god. And not to sell it too hard or anything or sidetrack, but they're literally portrayed in like not like a super. Everything in that movie is very on like a little off. But when you first see them, they're like gathered around stuff and like this kind of like crowdy little like they're, what's the right word, like vultures like around something. They're all gathered and stuff like a flock of birds and they scatter like that. So it's like they're very odd and strange, like everything in that film was. I love that film. Anyways, continuing. So you would immediately recognize the old woods, the Fae woods, the ancient woods. But what you've experienced in the past would be very different. Again, that sense of decay is here. Where there should be around you see these beautiful, what would be beautiful flowers. Maybe they're still beautiful in their own way, but tragically. My Fae connected know that these should be glowing with bright, vibrant colors, but all these flowers are kind of wilted, but glowing with this emerald glow. Same thing with the trees. Leaves are gone, and there's faces in the trees, which maybe at one point were happy dryads. But they're now twisted and a little angry and in pain. Immediately, too, through all of that, you see a light. Actually, 1 second. You see a light moving through the woods, kind of floating and distant. And you hear a little voice kind of like, right this way, sir, right this way. I'll get you right to Grandfather Willow, and we'll get you all this figured out right away, right away. And behind, and you hear the familiar voice of Sir Pittyforth, Sir Philip. I just walked out to try and take a piss in the woods, and here I am. And have you seen any evil run east a bit? And that's when the light comes in the view behind a trunk of a tree, and you see this little floating person, tiny in his own way, holding a lamp or something of the sort, and it's giving off this radiant light. And behind them, and they're like maybe like 200 feet away, so they're very small in the distance, but through the dark, gloomy woods, you see Sir Philip kind of wandering behind them. So I'm not done with the scene, so just bear with me as I railroad you guys a little bit. And then there's a start. You hear, oh my! And there's this energy of emerald light forming near them. And you see a figure, feminine, with the emerald glow of tendrils coming off of her person as she appears. Mistress Severra, what a pleasure. Papillion, what traveler are you bringing through my wounds? No one in particular, just nothing for you to worry about. Just go to Grandfather Willow with it. Papillion, you know my thoughts and feelings on Grandfather Willow. He's mine, and you will be punished. You hear Sir Philip. What? My apologies. Do I know you? You reminded me of a woman I knew at my young age. And she's like, and you just hear him just kind of go suddenly quiet. And you hear words, quiet and whispered, but carrying through the distance to you. Oh, wanderer, come. Your dreams are needed. Take my hand, and we'll escape this light. And then you hear her say one last thing, not whispered, but as a command. Durkan, see that Papillion is punished for his transgression. And you see this lady, this figure, gone with emerald light, and with her, Sir Philip. And then you hear the growl, and those with my high passive perceptions, you all see figures begin stalking through the woods around this floating light of this figure, this little lamp, very fairy-like. Wolves, made of shadow, start creeping out of the underbrush surrounding him. And then one last wolf of shadow, but this one large and monstrous. And you hear this figure, this Papillion, his name. Durkan, we are old friends. You know that you don't truly need to do that. And that's when you hear the growls and the barks of the wolves as they go in to attack Papillion.
Oh shit.
Do you wish to intervene to save this figure?
I think Summer would, because Philip disappeared and Papillion is the guy that knows where he went.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Summer is going to be like, guys, we need to protect him. Sir Philip is gone. He might know where he's at. We need to stop those Durkans.
She said the word, or the name Durkan.
Durkan, yeah. Yeah, Osset readies herself and nods. God damn it.
Excellent.
You said these are shadow wolves. Is it obvious that they are not normal wolves?
Roll a perception or insight check, or nature check. There's a wide range of things that this could come from. Yeah, perception, insight, or nature check.
They have the same bonus on all of them.
Great roll. These are definitely not normal wolves, but underneath whatever this darkness and the shadow, you're either through your senses, whether it's smell or just knowing, maybe it is smell and just knowing wolves. These were once normal wolves, and this Durkon once was a dire wolf. They've been corrupted in some manner.
Mm.
So I like to give that to you for free as you approach. And if there's no like dissidents or any arguments or anything like that, we'll get ready to roll initiative. And we'll get the battle map ready.
All right.
Ooh, I got a +5 in initiative.
Nice. I got +3. Yep.
Good damn sick.
I got 30
God damn it!
And you guys were very respectfully patient during that railroad. So you'll be approaching, in my opinion, from the south here. And we're going to roll initiative and run 200 feet, but you approach as this Papillion fairy-like figure is being attacked and is being knocked to the ground.
Poor little Papillion.
Like this. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Turn order thingamajigger has just popped up. Boop, boop. Oops. Clear that. And then do this. Boom. Boom. And as you turn, the big wolf, Durkon, turns and looks at you out, and all and growls. All right, the initiative part is up. I'm going to start rolling for my baddies. New characters. Who dis?
Please.
Awesome. Rob said he's about to hop on.
Right in time for combat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they rolled good too.
What'd you roll, Osset?
19.
19.
Or wait. Yeah, 19.
Excellent. All right. So yeah, all of you are just kind of approaching up from the southern end as they turn. For all extents and purposes, Papillion is down on the ground right now. One more hit, and he'll be making death saving throws. So, Summer, you're up. New character, who dis? What would you like to do?
Okay. Well.
Oh, one above table thing. Sorry, real quick. The pacing of this, I like to try to tell this for mechanics as a one shot and for resource. I don't think you guys will get a long rest before the end of the conclusion. So use that for your consideration for your resource management. Short rest, sure. Long rest, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But I would consider that for your resource management.
Yeah. Oh, Summer's gonna do something crazy.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So Summer's gonna be like, get away from him. And she's gonna she's gonna move up. Oh, hold on. 10. Does that give me 30 feet? Yep. She's gonna do Thorn Whip on this one over here to the left. 30 feet, so she's gonna do Thorn Whip on him with a 24 to hit.
Okay, 24 hits.
Okay, she is going to do 8 damage, and I believe he gets to be moved up. What
It's
says
40, right? 10 feet?
10 feet closer.
As soon as you cast Thorn Whip and you finish, Durkon uses his reaction to and smoke and shadow to appear right next to you.
Oh shit.
As a reaction.
Guys, that's not my plan. So with that reaction, oh shit, she is going to face step. And let me get face step up. Hold on a second. Let me look for it. All right. Okay, face step. Oh, that's a long one. Alright, so as a bonus action, I can teleport up to 30 feet. So, I think I was here. And I'm probably gonna... I'll do it right here.
Okay.
So, face step, and since she is in her summer form, she gets to... Let's see... I didn't say it there. Immediately after you use the face step, each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet takes fire damage equal to my proficiency bonus of 3.
So how much damage do they take?
3 damage.
3 damage. He had exactly 3. So it's where you end up takes the fire damage?
I think so.
Not where you left, right? It's where you ended up.
So immediately after you use your face step, each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you takes fire damage equal to your proficiency bonus.
I think that's where you leave from. I think that's how I've ruled it, or I've done it in the past. Because it's like immediate. Well, let me read it real quick. It's like just immediately after you use it. Is that what it says?
Like
actually, you can
some of them.
You can use this 3 times to write third level face up against digital effect based on your season. And of course it's not, or maybe I need to click on it. Face step summer. Bonus action mentioned when you reach third level shape against digital effect. Immediately after you use your face up, each creature of choice that you can see within 5 feet of you takes fire damage. Yeah, you know what? Just say after you use it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say where you end up. Yep.
So I think the wording also that could help. If you autumn and summer it says immediately after, and winter and spring says when you use it.
Ah, yeah, immediately after. Cool. That creature, that shadow wolf there, had exactly 3 health left. This one
Nice.
goes down. And
Easy.
Zarka, you do see some of this nightmarish shadow on it just begin to kind of dissipate and unfurl away. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Whatever. Rob.
Hey!
All right.
Island.
Let me do this.
Here, Robbie.
Hi. Hello.
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 I made it.
Yes.
You made it.
We'll set the scene for you in a second, but
No, you're good.
Already in roll 20. We're in the middle of combat, but I'll get your
I see
token
that.
in and getting ready to go, and we'll get you into it.
Sweet.
In the meantime, anything else, Summer?
Nope. That'll be it.
All set.
All right. So, also swears again. Looks to Nini and Zarka. You two handle the big one. We'll try to get that little guy up. And then she darts forward. 30 feet. So she has 2 blades. She pulls both of them out, and the one on her right, she looks like she's concentrating a little bit, and she. Oh shit! What? Yeah. Okay. The one on the right gets encased with like this blue flame. And I guess it just rolled for me. Huh. Okay. Do you want me to keep that hit, the 14 to hit?
It auto rolled for you.
Yeah, because I went to go put use.
To me, it
use
doesn't
the
matter. It's
spell,
up
and
to you
then
if you feel like I didn't get the sensation of rolling my die. Does that make sense? Something that can scratch an itch on a certain level. So it's up to you if you want to re-roll, but just like also keep it consistent going forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll
I
re-roll
like clicking
on that.
the roll and feel like I'm making the choice in that moment. You know, I'm kind of
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 'cause I wasn't mentally prepared for it. Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to like check that off because I can only use it once per long rest. Okay. Yep. So she has her blue flame blade now, and she'll roll to attack. 14.
14. Sorry. Back up. 14 hits.
Yes. Okay. So he's going to take 10 fire damage, and then she also has this other ability. Okay, that's what I was rolling for my spells page, not my actions page. Okay, that's why. Dreadful Strikes. That was basically 1d4 psychic damage. So he gets 2 psychic damage from that. And then I have a second attack just on her regular, her other sword in her left hand. So I have the dual wield.
Nice.
Oh shit. Well, I'll use my inspiration since we can get a lot of them. Okay, that's better. 26.
26. Yep.
Alright, he's gonna get 11 slashing.
That one goes down to Zarko. You watch as the nightmare corruption leaving the wolf and behind as a normal wolf. All right. Anything else, I'll say?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Durkin's turn. Oh, actually, let me just take a moment here since it's back on me. All right, Rob, we're about to get you into initiative. Are you ready to go with your character sheet?
Yeah.
Excellent. I got your I have your token ready to go.
Okay.
I liked exactly how you described it before, how you told it to me. So do you want to describe what everyone sees and everything? You'll be in literally in the middle of this area that they're combating it out.
Yeah. So let's see here. Just like right in the middle.
Yeah, you'll be in this area.
Okay. Well, I guess as all of this action is occurring, it's like nighttime, right? It looks dark, or is it just dark in the forest?
It's a gloomy, corrupted fey forest.
Okay. Just somewhere in where the darker corners are reaching.
Mm-hmm.
Like think with two eyes.
Vines or
something.
Yeah,
two eyes light up. Just this delicate blue, followed by like the frame of a face, and then going down a set of arms. It's all just kind of like silhouette at this point, but it's just these lines going down this body. And it sits up, vines like breaking and snapping and twigs falling off. And as he sits up into the light, you see a moderately sized robot man, a warforged, covered in moss and sticks and vines. And the eyes just blink a little vacantly, and on the top of its head, there is a massive, like, half-foot-inch crater. Just...
You're Larry the Iron Giant.
On its head. Pretty much.
That's not a complaint. I'm here for it. What's your character's name, just for the token and stuff, too?
His name is Crater.
Crater, like CRA. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, crater. Just like a crater.
Yep.
Like a crater in the ground.
Excellent.
Why is he so big?
I'm just doing that so people can see the token.
Oh.
And then
Yeah, it's like...
drop you back down the size. Bloop. Okay, roll initiative, Crater. We'll talk afterwards what your narrative need is here, but you would definitely be supporting him against these nightmare wolves.
Sure. I don't like that corruption. Just a minute, sorry.
No worries.
Getting some dice out right now.
Yeah, so remember, guys, you can use, and ladies and friends, you can use real dice if you want.
Okay. My initiative, it's not very good. I think it's only a +1. Yeah. That is natural 20.
Damn.
21.
Total of 21.
That's a good first roll.
And this is weird, but you're kind of technically getting punished by coming in late because we're already like
that makes
past
sense.
that. So I'm gonna do this character's turn or this monster's turn, but then we'll jump back and let you go, and then we'll get back in the normal flow of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're going next.
Yeah,
So that's the most important for you to know. Okie dokie.
Makes sense to me.
So as the wolf sees all of this, kind of steps out like this, and then there's this nightmarish howl coming from him. I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws as it's psychically affecting you. Do you feel your fears and nightmares in your subconscious? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I rolled
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
I rolled a 3. I accidentally rolled it physically or digitally out of habit.
Everyone make their rolls. I see Ninny, I see Asa, Zarka, Summer. Excellent. And then Crater rolled IRL. So everyone who rolled 12 or lower failed. And you take, and I rolled low on this, 17 psychic damage.
Holy shit.
Low?
What was that? I heard, I felt like someone might be questioning.
Sorry, that was me. I'm going to use I think it's a hobgoblin thing. Fortune from the many. If you miss an attack roll or fail a saving throw, you can gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies you can see, up to a +3 bonus.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you rolled a 6?
A 12, exactly.
Oh, you did
I
inspiration.
used my
you did
inspiration.
Yeah. Back into it. Yep. Excellent. So you succeed. So you'll take half of that. Was that 8? So 17 on my failures, 8 on my successes. My failures, I don't know if this will matter, but you feel, if you're a spellcaster, you feel a little off-put. And I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but if you were concentrating on spells, you'd be making checks on disadvantage until the beginning of your next turn. But I don't think that's going to happen in this moment, but it's a fun debuff. I'm going to roll to see if that recharges.
Oh lord.
On a 5 or 6. May the gods of the Feywild be with you! Yep. All right, and then from there, he'll move here, and that is his turn. Go ahead, Crater, and take your turn.
Okay. That was interesting. That was an interesting awakening. How are people looking in general?
22 out of 39.
Summer's 21 out of 38.
She's worse.
Okay. Nobody's dying. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't take. Don't think anybody took damage until that moment.
Wait, did you say anybody who rolled higher
What'd you roll?
take damage at all?
Save?
21.
21. You took half. You took 8 psychic damage.
Okay. I'll just throw a firebolt at it.
Okay. All right. So I'll give you one little meta thing because you weren't here for it. We had just saw Summer cast Thorn Whip early on, and the big giant wolf used the reaction to teleport close to her. So that got triggered on a cantrip. I'll let you know that so you can act accordingly with the correct meta knowledge. You can still do it, but he did use a reaction to teleport next to Summer.
That, I mean, that's all I got. So I'm gonna do it.
That's fine. Okay. And yeah, I think it will use its reaction either way. Well, it's out of turn, so I'll just leave it where it is. So go ahead and do your because technically, it would have had a chance you would have gone before he got its reaction back. Go ahead and do your attack roll.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
All right. We will take that. How do I play D&D? That's a D10. That's a D.
Might be up one because you're 5th level.
What was that?
2d10. It could be
Yeah,
a
I'm
2d10.
rolling 2d10.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I thought you said 1d10.
That's 9 points of fire damage.
Excellent. All right. Anything else?
He'll stand up fully and sort of just look around the area.
Wait, what class are you in?
I am a Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Ooh, look at you being the spellcaster.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Zarka, what's your dexterity score? Your total dexterity score. Megan Zarka.
Oh, sorry.
No, go.
My total score?
Yep.
12.
The Shadow Wolf goes before you. And ignoring the almost dead guy on the ground, goes. I don't know why he's galloping like a horse, but we're here. And we'll attack Summer. We'll have advantage on this because of Durkin. Durkin. Ooh, total of 21 to hit.
Oh, boy.
That hits.
And you take 7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw to not be knocked prone.
8.
All right, so you do go to the prone condition and get knocked down. Now it's Zarka's turn.
Okay.
Come on, barbarian.
So Zarka's gonna run up to Big Wolfie. And I would like to rage.
Yes!
Rage, fucking rage.
Rage. Okay, and then she will
Kick his
attack
nasty
with
ass.
her great axe.
That's a great reference.
Wait, I missed it. What was it?
Kick his ass.
So kick his ass, you bass.
Isn't that from
Dumb and Dumber? Well, I know it mostly from Dumb and Dumber.
Funny enough
yeah.
that my brain thought Hot Rod, the Andy Samberg movie, but you're more.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god, I used to love that movie.
Hot Rod
It's so good.
is
Yeah,
a
Hot
vibe
Rod.
for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Whiskey.
Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
All right.
I hope it hits.
10 damage plus, I think it's plus 2 from rage. Yeah, so 12 damage, and also because of the Ancestral Guardians subclass, when raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. And when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. So,
Ooh.
oh, and I have 2 attacks per action. That's exciting. So I'm gonna
Look at you.
hit again.
Very simple extra attack.
23.
Hits.
And then if I have a second attack that still has I have the +4 modifier on it, 1d12 +4, because it's not a bonus action, right? It's a
Yeah, it's not
separate
an
attack.
offhand, right? This is an extra attack, so all your bonuses
Okay.
go through it. Yep.
Cool.
Question.
10, so 12 more damage.
24. Damn.
I think that's me.
You have the protection, the mitigate damage too, right? Or is
Yeah,
that
the
not
rage
yet?
will always happen. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she'll have.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Your ancestral class feature. Do you have the mitigate? It should be like a 2d6 to mitigate damage, maybe. or 1d6?
Against myself.
You probably get it later on.
Yeah, I think it's later on. I thought I had something else, but
It's
couldn't
like
find it.
It's like ancestral protection or protector or something.
Yeah, so I do have that. That's the one that's the first creature has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. When the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Nini?
All right, Nini's gonna run up to the wolf and raise his right hand and smack the shit out of his face. With a 20.
20 hits.
With 7 damage.
Excellent.
And then he's going to use a key point to do Flurry of Blows. And this time he's going to raise both hands. And smack.
Smack 'em. You guys are rolling high on your attacks. This is good.
Ooh, 14.
14 still hits. Doesn't have
Ooh.
not a high AC.
That'd be 6 damage. And then I roll again, right? Since it's 2 attacks.
Yippers.
Okay.
If I remember it. Rob will correct me if I'm wrong.
Oof. 7 probably does not hit.
Ooh, natural 1 is a miss, but you do get
Yep.
your normal inspiration from the nat 1, so make sure you click that on your sheet.
Yes, I know all things monk.
I haven't played a monk in forever.
Awesome.
Oop, my bad. Didn't mean to hit that.
No worries. Yeah, make sure you get
Okay.
that inspiration, and then if there's nothing
Yep.
else,
So,
it's Crater's turn.
I'm sorry. Did somebody say they were like really hurt? I kind of got lost. Or is everybody like just mid health?
Summer is really hurt. But
And
she
everyone
can
else
also
is
take
just
care of
damaged
herself.
with it?
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. Crater's eyes are gonna slide away from the big beastie to everybody. Step a little closer.
Step a little
And-
closer to me.
Yeah. How does this work? Okay, I'm gonna do Prayer of Healing. Or no, sorry, that's a casting time. Not Prayer of Healing. I'm going to do. Let's see. I'll do something fancy. I'm gonna do a Cure Wounds, and use a sorcery point to double the range, or not double the range, but give it a 30-foot range. And I'm going to tag Summer with a Cure Wounds.
Nice,
Ooh,
nice,
that's
nice,
a nice
nice. Oh, I don't think you were here earlier. I did tell everyone for resource management, expect to go through this whole little one-shot to the climax without a long rest.
Sure.
So just use that for your consideration.
That's a D8 plus my modifier. That's not a lot, but it's something.
I'm already looking forward to
Shit,
one
that's pretty
D&D's
good.
buff on heals.
It's 10 points of healing.
Oh,
10 points.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you, robot of nature. Okay.
And I think that'll be my turn. It's so weird not having any bonus actions.
all right, Summer, you're up. All sets on deck.
All right. So Summer's going to get up, and then she is going to. Yeah, she is going to grow out. You can see her claws, or her fingernails start growing out like her red fingernails because of the summer. And she's going to use Primal Savagery
Ooh,
on the beast just north of her.
excellent.
10.
Ooh, yeah, 10 misses, unfortunately.
Okay. And then after that, what is Wild Shape a action?
You're
actually a
not Circle of the Moon, right? You're a different circle.
I'm Circle of the Moon.
Circle of the Moon is
Oh.
bonus action then.
Sure. It says here, Wild Companion. Oh, that's wild. No, it says as an action
Isn't it Circle?
on Wild Shape.
I think it's Circle of the Moon, because I have one of those in my game that I
Nope,
do.
nope. I am not Circle of the Moon. I'm Circle of Dreams.
Ah. Yeah. So get fudged. Yeah, action.
Okay, so instead of that, as a bonus action, by spinning dice from the pool, you can restore HP to one creature you can see. She's going to do Balm of the Summer Court.
Oh.
Fancy.
So, you can restore HP to one creature you can see within. So I got up to 5d6. So I'm going to roll 2d6. Kinda, 3 healing to myself.
It's something.
But I get 2 temporary HP.
On top of it.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
And that was my bonus action.
All right. Staying put, correct.
Yep.
All set. I think she made it back. Lauren, all set.
I'm here. Sorry. I was warming up my pho. Okay. So all set. I would. So if I move here, opportunity attack, but he also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Correct.
This guy. Okay, because of Zarka. Oh. Okay.
You gonna
Wait.
brave it? You gonna brave it?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna brave it. No. No. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Yeah. Also, it's gonna target this big boy right here. Okay. Her regular blade. First strike. Oh my god. Got one. Okay.
Normal inspiration.
Okay. And then the flame blade. There we go. Balance. Nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
That's way to bring it back. Way to bring it back.
I know.
Bring it back, y'all.
Okay, so it's a
2 dice this time.
it's 3d6. So
Oh, damn.
so roll it. Wait, roll the 3d6 twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 9, and then another 9.
We'll max
And then-
the first 6 on the first one because I usually do that like melee stuff in general. 6.
Yeah.
So that's another 3. So 12 plus 9 for 21.
Okay, and then he takes another 2 psychic damage.
Oh,
Sharks.
Okay, and then ooh, I wonder if I want to use this. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Bonus action. She is going to use Misty Step, and she's going to Misty Step herself. Boop! Right here.
he uses a reaction.
Oh fuck! I forgot.
I just love that. You know, he'll actually probably go like this.
I said no.
She's like, she misses up, like, aha!
And I love
Oh
this
shit!
image though, of watching you turn into your mist, right? And then like
Yeah, and he
going
just
over there, he
follows
does
right
the
after.
same thing. I'm imagining like the Harry Potter like shit when there's like the black and the whatever the color of the good people
Oh, yeah.
flying around in their foggy forms. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
excellent.
All right, that's it for me.
To be fair though, he still has disadvantage on attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And you have resistance.
Yep.
All right. First attack, first roll 24. Second roll's 26. 24 is a hit.
Yep.
All right. 13 piercing, so half the 6. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, strength save. 16.
That's a success. You're not knocked prone, so make a second attack. Still at disadvantage. Ooh, nat 1. I give myself inspiration. He's going to re-roll it. And
What the hell?
That will be his turn. Let's roll a d6 on a 5 or a 6. He gets his howl back. Ooh.
Ooh.
I survived.
Yep. All right.
Where do you little wolf? You
Alright.
little fake wolf.
Gonna take an attack at you there, Summer. No advantage, no pack tactics, but 21 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Minimum damage, 4 piercing. Strength saving throw. Not
Or so 2. Hold on a second. Will that take away that? Yeah. Okay. Strength.
Yep. 4 piercing, strength saving throw.
9.
9. You get knocked prone again. Fuck.
Gosh dang it. Quit knocking me prone.
And Zarka, as all has been going on, especially Durkin, this big wolf, when he gets hit and he's looking rough. You see that corruption, the nightmare, whatever that nightmare corruption is, just kind of pulling out away from him, and you see the wolf inside, the dire wolf beneath the corruption. Whether or not that means anything to you, but you do see the wolf underneath it. But it's your turn.
And the other 2 wolves, the smaller wolves that were downed, are there there's wolf bodies there?
Yeah, the corruption leaves the bodies, and now there's 2 dead wolfies behind.
Okay.
Behind.
Okay. Well, when the wolf, when Durkin, the dire wolf, snaps away, she's like, "God damn it! Stay in one place." And goes up.
You're all set. My bad.
Swings with her great axe. That does
13 hits. 13 hits.
hits. Okay. So 13 damage with the +2 from raging.
13's
and-
enough to put Durka down. Or Durkin. I'm like calling him Durkin now.
Durkin back.
You do see him go down, and then the corruption leave his body.
And then there's a dire wolf lying there.
And he'll be making death saving throws, if that matters at all to you.
I don't know if this is something I can still do. If I can do a medicine check or something, or just try to stabilize.
Unfortunately not. Your action was to attack, and you
Yeah.
said extra
Okay, yeah.
attack, but you can't replace that. It's all part of the same.
Okay. How about this? Although I don't
And this
think
guy's, sorry, real
temporary.
quick, just so you know, this guy's really small, Papillion. So just for everyone's consideration, you can occupy his space. But go ahead, continue.
I don't think this will help either of them with death saving throws because I don't think temporary HP helps, right?
Does not.
Does not.
Could be wrong, but I'm pretty
Okay.
sure
No, I don't think it does. Because I just recently left the conversation. Okay, I think
not. It
that'll
can't help
be-
him with saving throws, but it can help, I think, if someone tries to hit them, right? It could potentially soak up. I think, but anyways, not that important.
Okay. No, that's good to know. Yeah, I think that'll be my turn.
All right. Just above table, I know you have an extra attack. You could technically step here and then 5 feet reach this wolf here if you want to get full mileage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. I will do that. 25.
25 hits.
14 damage.
14 down all.
+2.
And with 2 blows, you take down Durkin and this shadow wolf.
Damn.
So that one goes
Barbarians.
down.
Hell yeah.
And we're officially out of initiative. Looking at the time, though, it's up. Do you guys want to go and take a quick 10-minute break, refresh, and then jump back into it?
Yeah, I'm worn out from all this D&D.
You fought hard.
I'm leaving it up to you guys. Do you guys want to do a 10-minute break, or should I power through this next few little aftermath? Any opinions?
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good
doesn't
either
matter to
or.
me.
I'm
I've
good.
been up and down peeing and cooking.
Okay, let's continue then. We'll just keep rolling. I'll let you guys epilogue this right here. Oh, I forgot there is a wolf making death saving throws also, so I don't know exactly how you want to do with that.
Okay. Summer's gonna get up. Oh my goodness. Corruption have left. Oh We cannot allow this direwolf to suffer from his injuries.
Zarka
So
probably would touch you maybe on a certain level, because he's definitely living out that very whiny dog sounds as he's like.
I was gonna say, yeah, she
will-
can, now that we're out of initiative, try to stabilize it.
I will cast
Mhm.
Spare the Dying
I think Summer's also doing
onto the
something too.
direwolf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I
I
was
love the idea.
not-
All of you all like
I was
rushing the. No. It's okay. You know, Zarka, you're like trying to like stabilize the wounds. This Warforged comes over and he starts doing Spare the Dying. Summer, what are you doing?
Well, she is going to. Yeah, she's going to use her Cure Wounds. Bring it back.
Only
Oh,
if you say
not on
bring it back
yourself.
now, y'all. 'Cause
Bring it back. Bring him back.
Bring it
yeah.
back, y'all.
Bringing it back now, y'all.
Bring it
2
back,
dice
y'all.
this time. 2 dice this time.
Mhm. So 9 healing to the direwolf,
Nice.
and then I'm going to kind of back up a little bit, just to see its reaction, and if it's
yeah,
going to
go
be, if it's going to be like a negative, like going to attack, I'm going to do something else.
Nice. So you heal and you immediately step back, because as the wounds heal, all of you are pushed a little bit as he does back up and starts to growl and then like right himself up, and he looked very on edge and very upset.
Do I?
We're
Can I
gonna
tell if
put
he's
an
gonna
animal
about to
handler.
attack?
Sorry, I heard two people at the same time. What's up?
Can I see if it's like aggressive towards us, or if it's just afraid?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Though Zarka, you hear a growl and you hear, because you can speak Wolfish.
Yes.
You hear, "Stay away," as he backs up. Insight check. He does seem to be protective and defensive, not necessarily aggressive, but he's definitely got his hackles up, and he's like still limping from the wounds he's taken.
Zarka would kind of throw an arm out. Summer, step back.
Okay.
Can she speak back in Wolfish?
Yep, you can speak Wolfish.
Okay. Yeah, she's, I guess.
How exactly do you speak Wolfish?
How do you
We need
talk
an
to
example.
Maggie? Let's hear it. Let's hear your dog talk. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I speak to Maggie in English in a baby voice, so.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Who's your good boy? Rob, my character was literally raised by wolves, so Nate decided she can speak Wolfish.
Bark.
Bork.
We mean you no harm in this form. What happened to you?
I'd like to roll animal handling or persuasion at advantage because wolves. And I love that you chose that and I had a wolf encounter.
Yeah, right. Did you say add advantage?
Yep, because you're raised by
Okay.
wolves.
Oh, yes.
Nice. What exactly did you ask?
She said, we mean you no harm in this form. What happened to you?
You're strangers in my woods. The nightmare has come, taken my mistress and us.
And he kind of sniffs.
Sister,
He's asking that as a question.
Sister. Period.
What'd you say, Megan? I'm sorry.
You're saying like he says like sister as a question.
Yeah, he sniffs the air and he's smelling you.
She sniffs back and says sister, like with a period, like as a response.
you are strong. You are needed in these woods. The pack needs you. The Alpha hasn't been led astray. You will be the new Alpha.
I have not earned this honor, if you were to ask me. Yeah, they're just growling back and forth. I keep making characters that have these, like, between Samaris talking to Una, no one can hear Una.
And Yulia talking to her warlock page.
Oh my god, yeah, I knew there was another one too.
Yep.
How can we help, me and my companions?
Rid the mistress of the nightmare. It consumes her, leads us into darkness. The woods, the animals, the deer, the hunt has been corrupted. Unnatural.
Where is she?
I can lead you. Will you lead us? You deserve the right. You defeated me in the pack. We need strong leadership.
She just nods and turns back to the others. We need to help. We need to defeat the nightmare, said. Also, I'm the Alpha now. No complaints, Osset. The direwolf said so.
Congratulations.
You were having a conversation the whole time?
Yes.
That is so cool.
Thank you, Ninny. See, Ninny respects our ways.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad he's not suffering. Is he still suffering? Is he still hurt?
Are
He's
you...
like licking wounds.
He turns back to you. Are you hurt? Could you use more healing?
I am a warrior. I will wear my scars and wounds with pride.
There.
Also,
this whole time she's been kind of like, her eyes are like darting to Crater.
No, yeah, I know we have a lot going on here.
No, I know. I just to make a note that, because I also saw the see that he's moving around. So she's like
he's bumbling around
for the humor of it, like having this like serious, intense conversation with this wolf, and she's
robot,
like,
She's just walking around in the background,
looking back, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's just walking around. He like stoops and like looks at something, and like keeps going.
I'm going to add a little texture to the scene as the Crater. You see three strange little creatures, kind of luminescent white. One has antlers. One has the face of a bear. What did the other one look like? Was it a unicorn horn?
Yes, unicorn.
These kind of little sprite-like creatures in Summer's hair, and they climb down and they go running over to the wolf and start clamoring on him. He kind of growls at it, but they are start kind of getting on top of him. So you do see these odd little creatures. But yeah, Crater. Yep, I'm gonna leave it on. Yep, I'm shutting up.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zarka would like then fully turn and be like, I'm sorry, who are you, stranger? To Crater.
Oh, one last context. Let me talk to Rob real quick. So Rob, you're Warforged. If you want simplicity, they got, if you're familiar with Barovia, there's a similar concept here. They got caught in the mist and were brought to this world, or to this Fey forest out of their own forest that they were in. So that could have been something that's happened to you for however long ago. You know, maybe you're hundreds of years old and you've been lost in these woods in this Fey realm. If you want something a little bit more, you can just take your improv where you want, but you're literally in this version of the Feywild, right? And my homebrew version of the Feywild. So do with that as you wish, but take it wherever it takes you.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
She asked who the hell you are.
Yeah, that.
I don't know.
I see that the nature has reanimated you.
Yeah, you look kind of shiny.
Doesn't look exactly how I remember it looking, but He looks down at himself and all the moss. I guess it's been a while. I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
Looks like you came at the right time.
Fantastic.
We're in the middle of some kind of corruption, and I think nature wanted, I guess, brought you back. Maybe to fight off this corruption with us.
I'll take your word for it. I don't remember what I was doing last.
Looks like you were sleeping under the tree.
Huh. Well, who are all of you?
Well, I am Summer. I am one with nature, as you can see. Like the red, flaming summer hair. Probably how she got her name, Summer. She's definitely a druid-like person, one of nature. She gestures to Zarka and Nini and Osset.
Osset looks at him and like tips her head a little bit. Osset, Genasi, a parent, avatar of the Lord of Flames.
Sounds important.
Zarka raises her great axe in the air, kind of just like nods a chin at Crater. Zarka. And she like sniffs a little bit. And does Crater smell like anything?
Maybe. I mean, he's very earthy right now, but I mean, he's made of metal and wood, so maybe a bit, maybe like wet. I don't know, like wet metal.
I'm curious.
I don't know how to describe it.
For you, Rob, you take it wherever you want, right? Because people take Warforged in different directions. A lot of people like to think of them as pure robots. Like a lot of the Eberron lores, like they're not necessarily robots. They actually have like they're grown in some ways and stuff. And I'm not saying that's the right way to do it. Do you think he has like kind of this natural grown heart, or is he like a robot more through and through? So do they smell more mechanical, or is there some sort of strange natural smell and spirit and heart to Crater? Or is he in your mind and imagination very more purely robotic and electronic
I think
or steampunk?
maybe once upon a time he was robotic, but something has awakened him. So
Ooh,
perhaps.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, so she just sniffs the air. You smell odd. Sorry, what was that?
No, nothing. I was muttering to myself. Well, what's odd?
Sorry, what was that you said?
What's odd? Metal? Is it wood?
Maybe
Lots of things.
Sorry.
I'm not
Off
used
track.
to metal talking. Forgive me. I'm being rude.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm sure it's strange. So why are you here? There's darkness, nightmares, terrible.
Well, we lost our friend. Our friend ventured was following this person that's laying on the ground. And I guess the person's master took our friend, Sir Philip. He doesn't have great memory as well, because he's a very, let's say, elderly person that sometimes we had to look after, and we kind of, I guess, forgot about him too. In a sense.
Funny enough, Crater, somewhere deep down inside of you, because above table, what they saw when they came through the mist was a fairy with a light, escorting this figure in this exact spot before an evil witch popped up and took him away and commanded shadow wolves to attack the fairy. So you would have actually probably if you want, on a sort of subconscious level, would have processed and been like seeing him there in that moment before he was taken away.
Sounds familiar. I think I had a dream.
What kind of dream?
Hazy. Vivid at the same time. Which is interesting because I don't think I have ever dreamt before.
The Warforge's dream?
I didn't think so.
What is your name?
That is lost to me.
What happened to your head? Looks like you have a little crater.
We'll reach up and feel the spot. Well, that's not good.
Oh no. So it was never there before?
No, I don't think it was. I like that name.
The crater?
Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice to meet you, Crater. I don't know if, I'm Nitty, by the way. He pulls out a, leather ball from his pouch and starts twisting it on his finger. Yeah, I'm a Goliath monk. I am a guy, I promise. I just haven't hit puberty yet. And
How big is Nini?
like medium size.
For a Goliath, yeah.
Yeah,
So what, 6 foot?
around there.
Goliath,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's pretty bald too, so. But yeah, I'm an athlete. I do lots of ball things. I'm pretty good.
Did you say a lot of ball things?
Yeah, I kick balls and throw balls, and I'm pretty good. But yeah, nice to meet you, Crater.
It's nice to meet you. You haven't hit puberty yet?
I
Sure.
don't think so.
I don't know much
It's
about
pretty-
doctors, but I think you should go see one of those.
Says the
I
guy with a
did.
crater in his head.
I don't know how much a doctor do for me.
You're right. You need a medic or
A medic is the same
a
as a
metal worker. I don't know.
a blacksmith.
Right.
Do you feel things, Crater?
I hesitate to say yes, but I think I do.
Do you feel that crater on your head?
Mentally. Have you ever taken an hour and a half long nap and woken up and had that you were displaced in time? That's kind of what it feels like.
Oh,
Doesn't hurt.
well, that's good. Did you want to join our group? Help find our, old man?
I'm not doing
That-
anything better.
Oh, good. Guys, we made a new friend.
Wait. We haven't even talked about this. How do we not know that he's not a part of all this?
Well, you
Oh,
did
I
heal
don't
me.
feel like I'm a part of all this. Like
He
I said,
helped
this
us.
is unfamiliar.
She'll do an insight check for her own
Yeah, roll an insight check.
What I roll, either
for
persuasion
her
or
own
deception, right?
skeptiveness. 24.
I don't think you need to roll anything in this case because of high of a roll. Usually, it's like if it rolls really high. You can speak on your behalf, Rob, and I've got something I think I'll add for context after you speak.
Raider is confused and his head is very muddled, and he thinks he's telling the truth.
Yep. And more on top of that, with high of an insight check and constructs, it seems like maybe he's resistant to the corruption in this area, and also why he's just kind of lost, like not necessarily acclimating to the area, but also not being corrupted by it.
So Osset would know that like the Fey magic probably wouldn't have affected him in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You see her kind of like squinting at you, and it looks like she's like very deep in thought. And you'll see like she has like kind of like pastel blue hair, and every now and then you'll see like a little flicker of like bright blue flame that'll like run down it, and then it kind of flickers out. And she shrugs. I guess you're all right.
I think you're all right too.
Zarka, you hear from Darkin, or Darkin. I like Darkin better.
It just reminds me of Durkin.
Yep.
Durkin.
Durkin.
The fairy is close to death. We should end his misery and continue on.
Whoa.
Is he not worth saving?
He is a wounded animal. Best to end his suffering. You know this as the pack.
I think Zarka, you have enough insight to know he's a wolf, so like healing is kind of like beyond him, right? So his thought is,
it's like kill or be killed.
Yeah, it's like if this thing's suffering, the mercy thing to do is to kill it. He's not necessarily being nefarious. He's just talking as a wolf.
She like puts her hand on like what's the part that you hold of your great axe?
The
shaft.
Shaft.
The shaft. Why does it have to be called that?
Giggle.
And he's talking about Papillion, right?
Yep.
And then she turns to the rest of them. What shall we do with the fairy? The wolf, dire wolf, says we should put him out of his misery.
What is wrong with it?
Well, Osset went over here to make sure like he didn't like I don't know, like heal and fly away, but also to stabilize him.
Excellent.
However you stabilize a fairy, she might have some knowledge on how to do that.
Mechanics wise, he was in between a state of unconsciousness, but he just needs to be kind of like jostled awake.
Okay, she'll like lightly slap him in the face, like tap him on the cheek.
That's a fairy.
It's like the little back slap, like come on.
Dead. You've killed it.
Use a finger.
Yeah, use my pinky finger, slap him. Hey,
that was my nose.
Hey, are you awake?
I'm awake.
Hello?
I'm alive. Thank you
Good.
very much.
Oh, you're right. And he kind of zips right up, and there's like a soft glow about him. And he kind of goes up and like grabs you by the face, like his cheeks, like on the cheeks. Like, thank you very much. I'm alive.
Shit, her hair starts like flaming a little bit because she's like very uncomfortable.
That's very hot.
Marco like rushes over. Unhand her now.
Oh, I'm not handing anything. Thank you all.
Your hands are on her face.
Oh, ow. And he kind of like sticks his hands off. I'm like, sorry. I am sorry. Thank you. And he starts going around trying to shake your hands if you allow his tiny little fairy hands.
Yeah, Osset's like very exasperated. You can thank us by telling us where that woman took our friend.
To her home, of course. To her home.
Where is her home?
That way. But who are you? Who are you heroes to come to the woods and save me in my time of... Oh, that's a wolf. Hi, Darkin. Okay, you work for Darken doesn't look the same. He
Has
just
he-
kind of like growls.
Has Darken changed to
Darken!
the shadow?
You've been healed of the corruption! And he kind of like flies over, and Darken, this wolf, is just like. You just hear Zarka, like, he's not like enemies with this guy, but he's just like, if he steps one step closer to me, I'll bite his wing off.
How long has this corruption been around?
Forever, as like far as I can tell. Time, what is time? I don't know what time is. Forever. I think now. The corruption is now. Which is forever, but that's all there was yesterday and was also going to be tomorrow.
This is exhausting.
Did you lead our friend here?
Your friends? Are you friends
They're
with Sir Pennyworth? Sir Dick?
Yes.
Ah, he was a wanderer in the woods. What he is doing here in the Alderald, I will not understand, but he's a wanderer, and I found him. And I'm a light guider, so I was going to take him to Grandfather Willow to see if the Grandfather Willow could do anything to help him. But then she came, and then she heard his dreams and his nightmares, and she took him. To take his dreams? Yes, she took him. She takes everyone's dreams.
She who?
Took him, your friend. If he is a
Yes,
he,
who
he a
is the she?
The witch, Severra.
Severra.
Oops,
Does that ring any bells with anybody? Or even
Severra.
Osset?
Severra.
I'll allow my Fey touch to do a history check on this. No advantage, though. It'll just be a straight history check for my Fey folks.
14.
Boo. 10.
Ooh, Zarka.
18. Zarka, I feel like you've maybe heard stories of Witch Severra, a Fey figure in the Alderald, the Fey deeper parts of the surface, the forest around Grey Hollow specifically, as a guardian, as not a good or bad entity, but as a guardian of the woods, right? A protector of the woods, and nature being what it is, neither good or bad. It is what it is. So, yeah, not an evil entity by any means. 18. A little story of Severra maybe has reached your ears. I feel like you maybe heard a story from somebody of Severra being a collector, but a collector of certain oddities, a collector of songs and music and poems and stories. You've heard of stories of, usually it's a creative type of some sort, going and talking and interacting with Severra and making a trade, giving her a story or a song in exchange for a Fey gift. So I think, and I'll kind of end it on that, I think you've heard of this figure through storytelling.
And Papillion is saying that she... But it sounds like she's, like, doing bad stuff. Am I
Correct, yeah.
interpreting that?
Mhm.
Okay.
At no point has, I would say, any of the impressions of the stories you've heard from her in the past had to do anything with nightmares or dreams or anything like that. That would be unusual for the tone of the stories.
She turns to the dire wolf to Darken. Is Severra the mistress you speak of?
That is her name. Yes.
She turns back to the others in common, not wolfish.
Ruff, ruff.
This is unlike her.
Oh, you can speak to wolves. Interesting. Very interesting. And maybe it's you that I have to thank for my failure. Perhaps it was all of you, but if you can talk to wolves and you're friends with Darken, that's very good. Very good. Sorry.
She is glaring at him. Anyway.
He goes hovers Ninny.
I've heard stories of this woman, and this does not sound like her. She's known as not good. Right, basically repeats what you just said, Nate.
Oh, yeah, she loves stories. You've heard stories of her because she likes to collect stories, songs, poems, words that rhyme. She's a very peculiar type. Or she was. She is. Time is weird.
Has she been corrupted?
Oh, yes, very much so. And by extension, the woods.
We overheard you guys talking about she wants the favor of the Great Father. Is it Great Father?
Oh, you're talking about Grandfather Willow. Is that
Grandfather Willow.
Grandfather
Like she was afraid. She seems like afraid to lose his trust.
No, the Grandfather Willow and which Severra do not see eye to eye anymore. He is an old guardian and protector of the waters here in the Elderald. But since the corruption, he has grown sad. He has resisted. One of the few things to resist the corruption here. I was going to take your friend to him to see if he can help lead him home. This is no place for those who lack thought and will. Like your friend Sir Dick, Sir Philip.
Oh, Sir Dickety. That's his name now.
I can't wait to call him that once we get him back. If we get him back.
Mm-hmm. Would he be able to help us find our friend?
Oh, I'm sure. If you're going to Witch Severra, he could provide guidance and knowledge and foresight and wisdom that he would have. And if you read the flows of the waters and the winds of the Elderald, and he will help us guide us to the ending of the story, the ending of time. No, time is an illusion.
Okay, yeah. We get it. Just lead us to this grandfather in exchange for us saving your life. Does that sound fair?
Sounds more than fair. Come. Zarka, you hear a growl. We do not have time for this. I can lead you to the gate of my home, where Severra lives. We do not need Grandfather Willow or this Papillion. I can guide you.
She's like looking back and forth between them. The wolf can guide us.
Ooh.
It seems more direct, no?
I mean, he's not wrong. The Grandfather Willow is that way, and then the witch lives that way. But he could be
You
a
know
font
which
of
witch
wisdom. Though time is time and doesn't exist, but you travel there, and that's you traveling there, but you're not traveling there.
You seem to have a very different understanding of time than us.
That's a good joke.
So,
It's just kind of like rubbing her face, like in consideration.
I'm also with money on the whole time thing.
Right. I am well versed with Fae magic. Have spent much time around it, and kind of looks over at Summer as well. But neither of us have seen anything like the fog that we saw earlier, nor this corruption. I think if we can find any advantage before we head to the witch, it might be wise.
The mist, yes. The mist existed before. This is the forest of dreams. But the corruption even touches it and its deep magic.
By the way, Rob, I need you to quickly, either now or take a few minutes, to come up for a fear for Crater, because everyone else had a fear taken from them when they crossed the mists.
Oh.
Our greatest fear, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's fair. Your greatest fear.
Like you don't have it?
The fear's still there, but it's like they maybe making a copy of it is the best way to put it. To scare the shit out of you.
Oh, okay. Give me a minute.
He does a little sketch. They take a little picture of it in your brain.
Zarko would look back at Papillion. She mentioned a transgression that you committed. What was she speaking of?
For me not to take your friend exactly to her in the end. I defied her.
Why?
She has my friends. I am the last of my people not to be corrupted. She let me stay, for I am a light carrier. Her instructions were to take wanderers directly to her. I have taken a few before. But they were all very evil people, people that are very grumpy and very, had too much money, things like that.
So you were going to take our friend to the great father.
Yes. So hopefully get him home. Though that was a long shot.
For good intentions.
I grow weary of my friends and my home being the way it is. I don't know how long I felt this way.
What does she plan on doing with Sir Dickalot?
Sir Dickety is his name.
Okay.
I love how every time we say his name, it gets worse and worse.
She will harvest his dreams, his memories, and his nightmares and add it to her menagerie and to the corruption, which feeds the waking dream itself. But you all know about the waking dream, so there's nothing for you to worry about. I don't.
How much time do we have?
You have exactly as much time as you need.
We've already established that time is just not a good topic for this guy.
My brain hurts when he asked me that. Thank you for speaking up.
All right. Yeah. We'll go speak with Grandfather Willow, but make it quick. And she relays that to Darkin as well.
As you command, Alpha.
That's not going to go to your head.
She rolled a nat 20 on that persuasion check, by the way.
I know.
Above table, I think, not to take the fun of it, but I think above table, they've recently pretty much the alpha thing is kind of a myth in its own way. It's like a misconception.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, but it's still fun, and I love that you roll a nat 20 on a pack of wolves as a wolf raised by wolves. So we're going to lean into the old trope.
I'm here for it.
Excellent. All right. So, going to Grandfather with it. Let's see if this works. So you have a map in front of you. I'm going to do a weird little tease here. So this map is just a background, right? I'm doing something I've never done before. Let me actually zoom out a lot. And it's supposed to be blurred, so if you're it's not loading all the way, it's supposed to be kind of blurred out. Because this is kind of like the adventure map, and it's something new that I've tried. For instance, you have finished chapter 1 here. And then the next chapter, there was options, right? You could bypass certain things. Chapter 2, and spoiler alert, Grandfather Willow is going to look like this. We're at 9:30, so I'm gonna do a pulse check on pacing and how much we're enjoying the one shot. Because this will be 2 chapters out of potentially 3, 4, 5, about 7 chapters. When I run one shots, I always have it built in that I'm like, if I need to, I will skip certain things and concepts. So my question is, with an hour and a half, do you guys want for me to focus on finishing up tonight, or are you enjoying the story and the adventure and the tone, and potentially would be down to do a part 2? I will not be butthurt if you want me to skip through stuff, because that was very much my intention to get through it. But I do want to give you the option, if you're enjoying the story and how it's playing out, pacing wise, to I wonder if I should tease you with like all the tokens for all the different chapters.
Do it. Persuade us. Ooh.
Boopy.
So actually, I guess it's technically 6, with some little side stuff in it. But those are kind of like, that's the general flow of it, right?
I like it.
So we're
I
only on chapter 2, pretty much, right? We have an hour and a half. I can get you to the finale in chapter 6, no problem. But there is, everything in there is supposed to be like a unique experience. So discuss amongst yourselves.
I'm kind of okay, like, not ending it tonight,
Yeah.
Because there's always like other days where we can pick up the one shot. If something else happens, he could be like, "Oh, I'm running
Above
the
table, I
Witcher."
was even thinking we could even run it on Tuesday if we wanted, if we can get the schedule to work. If we wanted, but there's literally no pressure.
I'd be down to keep this open.
I'm liking summer, so.
Yeah, liking the characters and the story.
Okay, I think that sounds like a general consensus. So I'm not going to crack the whip, and we'll get back onto the path as you all go to talk to Grandfather Willow.
Grandfather Willow.
Yeah, you can tell I'm definitely pulling like some tropes and stuff, but I'm loving it. It's supposed to be tropey with the whimsical storytelling, fairy tale. All right. So Papillion picks up his light, his lantern, and begins following you, and guiding you through. There is something interesting about it. Where is his stats? If you're within 30 feet of this lantern, you do feel like a little buff going on. It's not at full power, but 2 times a day, Papillion can do guiding light, and everyone who starts their turn within 30 feet will get, for a minute, gets 5 temporary HP and has advantage on wisdom saving throws. So as you're walking in the light, especially in this dreariness, right, narratively, wisdom's usually is against like fear checks and stuff like that. You're feeling very comforted and very empowered and more confident when you're around him and his light, despite perhaps his annoying chattering. All right. All right. Cool. So he leads you, and it does take a while, a good chunk of 20 minutes going away from the direction of where they needed to, where the witch lives, Witch Severra. And eventually you come to a watery, and that photo I found, or that picture I found, is very idyllic, but it's not, this world is not idyllic, right? So this watery streams flowing by is got this emerald glow to it, which is kind of like a sign of the corruption in the area. There's no drooping willow leaves. Do you even call the willow leaves leaves? I don't know. The draping leaves of the willow are gone. And like the grass is decayed around it. But Papillion does come up to the edge, and he does look down. He's like, You'll be fine. You should be fine. You'll be fine. Just stay close. Stay close. Right there, my friends. So stay close, and we'll get across the water. Okay?
Great
Don't be
Willow
afraid.
doesn't look fine. Great
does
Willow
that?
doesn't look fine. Great Willow does not look fine.
Oh, no. Grandfather Willow does not look fine. He does not. No. He's very sick. You're very sick, aren't you, Grandfather Willow?
Jesus Christ.
And you see the kind of like the willow tree like start to move a little bit. And you do hear a distant voice.
I've seen better days.
I mean, we could stay in here and yell at him if we would like to, or we can try and just be careful in the streams. Your consciousness might get swept away, but don't worry too much about it. Come along.
Her consciousness.
What'd you say?
Yes, the water
Doesn't
picks
sound
up
so bad.
people's thoughts and dreams, and your mind could be washed away. But you're with me. You just have to think very strongly about it, and you'll be fine.
You
I'll
just
say
hear a
use it.
little horn.
Don't touch the water.
I'm not very good at thinking.
Me either.
You'll be fine.
Um,
Do you
me
have a
either.
mind?
So, Nanny, I told you before, just respect nature. It's okay. Don't touch the water. Don't drink the water. It's okay.
Osset does produce flame and like a little ball of blue flame in her hands. Just she says it's for lighting, but it's also like nervousness.
It's funny you say don't drink the water. Before things got corrupted here, let me tell you, drinking the water actually was a pretty fun time. If we ever get this stuff, if we get this all taken care of, you should come back and drink the water. Oh man, wild. I love that Zarka's internal monologue is so lingual. All right, just stay close.
Zarka will empty out her water skin and fill it with some of the water because she has from her background that she can find water. Like you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day. So she knows she can find normal water again if she needs to.
I'll say this water specifically is not normal water, right?
Like it doesn't act like normal water.
So I'll give you a choice. You can find, in this case, uncorrupted dream water, or you can find normal water. I'll give you that option, right? But I'm not going to make you take corrupted water.
Oh, this is corrupt. Okay, no, if this is corrupted water, then no, thank you.
Yeah, so above table, he's like, we're going to go through the water and try not to have your mind swept away, right? So this water...
Oh, okay, I thought he was saying, like, oh, you want to drink it later, but after it's uncorrupted.
Yeah, and it's worse now because of the corruption in the area. But then he was saying, man, if it was fine, it's actually kind of a good time to take a sip of the water, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
How long was the walk over here?
I'd say about 20 minutes.
Okay, so 10 of those minutes, because Crater's not really a talker or anything, more of a radius thing. Kind of just, I feel more confident around the guy, a little more beefy, and I will use Inspiring Leader to give everybody 8 temporary hit points. On the walk over. No conversation, because he can't give a fucking speech.
There's something about you constructs.
Silent leader.
What are you in?
I like the cut of your jib.
Thanks.
Can you dance?
No.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Anybody with a jib like you, you should believe in yourself. Maybe you're a dancer in a former life.
I don't think I had a former life.
Everyone had a former
Kind
life,
of,
and a future life, and a current life, and then it all gets melded together into now. Okay.
You know, you're obviously smarter than me, so I'll take your word for it.
I prefer the word wiser, but I'll take smarter.
Definitely wiser.
All right. everyone, we'll go over the water. Everyone got your swim trunks on?
His wisdom score is 7.
I'll be above table. Anybody creatively going to try to get across the water without having to get in it?
I do have a question. How many temporary hit points was that?
8.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
8.
of course. Yep.
Thank you.
Back to full health.
Oh, man.
All right. Sounds like there's no creative solutions here. So,
Nope.
How wide is the?
to be fair, I
It's
think
like a river.
15 feet. Yeah, it's not that far. It's more like a stream length across, but you definitely have to wade at least waist deep to get through it.
I will say that
water's
Osset
running.
hates water. Fire and water. She just has a natural I fucking hate water and I hate being wet. So it's like she definitely has that drowned rat kind of look to her, and she's absolutely miserable.
Can I say Zarka picks up on that? Like that she.
Oh, it's not hidden. You see the flames of her hair starting to sizzle out. They're trying to relight themselves, and it's not happening.
She bends down on one knee, hop on, Osset, and pats on her shoulders for you to it's not piggyback ride, sit on her shoulders.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
I don't need to drink or breathe. Am I immune to this?
Do you? I mean, we are asking the wisdom of the ages and the mountains and the earth itself. Do you have a mind? That's mostly what you need. Not about drinking it. It's more about.
I mean, it feels like I have a mind. So you can touch it?
You could get swept away, your mind.
That's not helpful, but that's
I
okay.
think that's very helpful. I think I explained it all very clearly. Okay.
All right.
Everyone stay close to the light. In we go. They just put their ankles in. Yep, they're right there. Don't slip in the mud. Up, come along, come along. We're coming, Grandfather Willow.
Okay.
All right. Everyone roll wisdom saving throws at advantage.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I forced myself to play a character with low wisdom, and I'm already regretting it. Oh, I rolled it digitally. I rolled an 8.
Okay, it wasn't a very high DC, and Zarka, you helped. Osset was going to roll a disadvantage because of her nature, but since you essentially are helping and alleviating the water contact of her fiery form, you still got to keep that advantage. I gave you the advantage back because of the help.
Zarka BFF.
Yep. You are sizzling a little bit, right, as you go by and whatnot.
You're incredibly warm, though. I'm keeping you warm.
Yeah. And so as you all step into the stream, almost immediately as your ankles and your knees and you're getting down to your waist, thoughts start pushing into your mind and start trying to overwhelm you. But the sensation is overwhelming because you're being buffeted by hundreds and hundreds of different thoughts and feelings and memories and hopes and dreams. All these different emotions and thoughts and hard memories are buffeting your mind. And I won't be able to do it justice, but a dream of a little girl, or as she's sitting around her family, like, oh, if I went to the crest, I want a new pony, and just random stuff. A man saying his last words to his dying wife, good, bad, ugly, all of it. But underneath all of it is a sense of nightmare, of danger, of darkness. It's people running from their fears, or their fears coming to life, death, destruction, etc., etc. All of you with the guiding lines, come along down. You're almost there. You all get to the bank, but you all turn back and see Ninny stopped in the middle of the stream, vacant-faced. What do you do?
I don't think that's good.
Ninny!
Ninny's catatonic right now.
Zarka like wades back over
Nini,
to grab her hand.
You are disappearing. The world around you is disappearing as your mind and thoughts are starting to meld into the stream, being pulled away.
Nini, this is gonna hurt. Nope. Horn whip.
What is your Nini, what's your AC?
Damn it.
14.
14. You whip out there and try and hit, and fortunately you miss. That's one action for Summer.
Oh, Osset had her produce flame out, like before they got in the water, so she can, I can throw it now.
All right, roll the hit against her AC.
Oh man, that's a 2d8. Sorry. 19.
19 hits. Go and roll your damage.
Oh, below. Oh, that's kind of high. It's a 15 fire damage. She throws it like a baseball.
Yeah. It depends on how much you want it to affect your character, Ninny, but your like mind and everywhere the world around you has disappeared, but you're brought back in a fiery hot flash as this fire, this produced flame, hits you, and you can make another wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Also, it's like kicking the sides of is it Severra? No.
Oh,
wait.
Zarka.
Zarka, like a horse. Like, come on, let's go get her.
That was actually
She's on her bag. Yeah.
By the way, you're like on the bank, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just
she's
painting
like,
the picture. I love it.
Yeah, she's like.
Does that mean Nini's basically conscious again?
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted by tomfoolery. But the 15.
No, you're good.
Your mind and the world comes back into focus, and you can. It's a weird sensation. But if we all could see it from like as a film, you're seeing all these memories and thoughts that were being pulled out of your mind get pulled back into you as you refocus and bring it back to you. And like, this is mine, and you're able to step out of the water, and you are now all before Grandfather Willow. See, I told you, stay close to me, and everything will be fine.
That was so freaking weird. What the heck?
But we were all close to you.
You are. She just doesn't have a strong mind. Sorry. It's just the truth of it. It's the truth of the matter.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, anyway, that's good we got you back.
Yes, Grandfather Willow. We have some adventurers here to help with Severra. And they want to talk to you. And you guys see the bark, like the eyes open up, like cracking, weak. This willow tree's definitely drooping, right? Sagging. And the eyes just barely open. And you see the mouth barely in the bark begin to turn and open up. You all have come to save our realm. He says it with kind of like a hopeful undertone.
Saving the realm is kind of a stretch. We're just here for a friend.
I was also kind of just here the whole time.
I felt you here, construct. You were melting into our very existence, have you not? I protected you as best I could.
Well, I appreciate that. If there's any way I can return the favor here, I would be delighted.
The corruption of the nightmare, of the waking dream. It has enslaved my friends, my family. The mist do not choose poorly. Though corrupted, those who cross the mist are brought here by fate. You all have more to play here, I think, if you take it up for yourselves. Are you heroes?
He said, "Are you heroes?"
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe. Could be. Perhaps.
We can try.
Where did the corruption originated from?
Now that is a deep question, not easily answered. I am very old. I was seeded at the formation of this realm. Even then, the waking dream existed. Since the foundation. What its purpose, where it came from. No one knows. But if it's anything like our realm, it just is, and has always been. It always will be. A force of nature, as it were. As the cold can come and change the world around it for worse, so does the waking dream drift through our realm. Overtaking, as it's its nature.
Grandfather Willow, may I approach?
You may,
I'm
daughter
gonna-
of the Fae.
I'm gonna approach and get down on my knees in front of the willow tree. And I'm gonna place my hands on it, close my eyes, and feel the sense of what, like, basically where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm. A little texture behind this. Let me know if you're okay with these little details. I like to imagine the little forest sprites get down and they like are mimicking you, putting their hands on it. Are you okay with that?
Oh yeah.
So like mimicking what you're doing, and they're like eyes closed, like they're focusing and meditating into it too. Okay. I'll give you the choice if you want to roll. Wisdom being your spellcasting modifier. It's up to you if you want to do a wisdom check, or I can just give it to you narratively, because I think it's appropriate for you narratively to kind of let you have this connection. But I'll give that to you. A wisdom check of 15, or just kind of let it happen narratively.
As much as I want to do the role, I think being like one of nature, and especially Eladrins are pretty much a reincarnation of natures, and elf, and nature had a thing together.
Yep.
That's an Eladrin.
Yeah, I
Eladrin,
think there's a plenty of narrative weight behind you, and for you to be able to just have this connection. So I just want to give you that option. So I'm definitely fine with it just happening.
Yeah.
Yep. Give yourself RP inspiration right off the bat before I forget. Oh, also, I did forget. All of you need to write down 2 fear inspiration, as you guys all gave me your greatest fears. So at one point, what was the first one? I think it was the Force Sprite inspiration.
Right, friendly. Yep.
And then there's now fear inspiration that I forgot about. And then,
And then my nat 1 inspiration.
Yeah, that's the normal nat 1, right? So, and then Charlie, you just got an RP inspiration. Yeah, whether you guys write on a piece of paper and your inventories on your sheets, I don't know, but it's up to you.
What was the first one called?
The
Sprite friendly.
Sprite. Yeah, the Sprite inspiration. You all take a nice little swig of Sprite and you feel ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Okay, bring it back
For
into
Mountain Dew.
You get rid of your Sprite inspiration. The Sprites rebel.
I actually do prefer Sprite. I drank so much Sprite as a child.
Yeah.
I just had to make that joke.
Oh my goodness.
Mish got
Good poor
obsessed with
Sprite.
the holiday cranberry Sprite for the holidays.
Ooh.
Yeah, she every holiday season, the Christmas season, she seeks it out, and it's usually hard to find because a little limited batch. All right. Okay, so you are communing with nature and Grandfather Willow. What insight exactly do you want to pull from this?
I kind of want to see. I know he said it, but I just want to feel what he's going through, and then because of how it's been coming along and how much it's changing.
Mm-hmm.
What was he like before, and then just kind of build up to all the way to his corruption now, and then I can feel his sadness. Basically, just kind of be in tune with him.
Okay. Yeah, so you do this, and you kneel down, and you start feeling, and your mind starts to kind of meld into the tree itself, and you start following his deep roots, right? Both literally and figuratively, as he is a presence in a greater area of this portion of the Alderald. And you feel his resistance, right? Him holding back as much as he could for as long as he's been able to the corruption of the waking dream, of the nightmares corruption, and that slow losing battle that has been going on for time is an illusion here. So how it seems like maybe it was yesterday, maybe it was 1,000 years ago. It's hard to tell. Along with that, you start seeing glimpses, and the weird way to phrase is everything you're experiencing is happening side by side. Time is now here. So these memories are now here. But you see, previously these streams are now corrupted by nightmares and fears. And before it was just, again, not good or bad, but it was just dreams. It was just memories. It was just these. And it was the flow of time, or the flow of memory was just around him. And he grew from that. The memories of people beyond the the Alderald. Is that the? Oh, I thought, funny enough, I think there's one where she's going "What the fuck?" And I thought that was that one too. Of Ashley.
I honestly, when the quote just popped into my head, and I was thinking it was from The Good Place.
Time is a weird.
I got my references mixed up.
No, that's a great. I like that actually. Time is a weird.
Then it worked out.
As I like to say for D&D, time is wishy-washy. And yeah, he would grow on this, right? Not grow on it, but just be enriched by the streams and the flow of memory and dreams. And that's gone now. And he's just constantly battling the corruption of the water and the world, the greater world around him. But he's mostly in tune with the water flows of the area. But yeah, you feel that immense, I don't know if you want to roll a cry check or not, because the weight of his
she's gonna cry.
melancholy, yeah, the weight of his sadness washes over you for sure.
Yeah, she was definitely going to cry.
You guys see Summer. How about this, Charlie? Let me leave you like this. As Summer's doing this, you're
Change to
watching,
winter.
yeah, your form, right, just changing moment to moment from your different forms, and maybe even being mixed and melded together in weird and strange ways. But you guys then see Summer begin to cry.
And then you see her form just turn into her like wintry form, and which is like what is it? Like a darker, like bluish skin color, white hair. It's no longer the red summer hair that she had, and she looks, in a sense, sad. What's the next one? There we go.
Are you still in like your meditative stance?
I think she would have let go, and you just see her on her like fours, kind of crying. Not like heart. Well, she would feel heartbroken for the willow, but yeah, it won't be like rivers of tears.
I think another insight too into all that too is you see memories of Witch Severra and her true form, and again, not a good or bad thing, but as another caretaker, an ally of his, and there is grief to it, the loss of this ally, in hope. And also, what underlying all of it, and you could even maybe call it a naive trust in the deep magic, as he calls it, of the Alderald and this Fey realm, this magical realm that's like that no one, not even they, can truly understand. Like you come, like trusting that someday, the deep magic will pull someone here by fate to solve, help bring balance back to it or something, whatever you want to phrase it.
Does she cry and change colors a lot?
Does she? Summer? Like, how often do you change forms based off your mood or something?
Yeah, it would be. But for this instance, it'd probably be based on her mood. Based on the mood or what she feels from nature. Like if nature is like cheerful and everything, she'll probably turn to spring. But we went from summer to winter because the willow is suffering from quite a bit of sadness and almost like a despair. And she's
Last time this happened was when Summer went through a bad breakup.
yep, she's pissed. But no, she would get up and wipe her the tears from her face and like, we need to stop this corruption. The river, the stream is flowing through the willow, and all he feels, he is draining the corruption from it, and it's in sense corrupting him, and he doesn't have much time. He's almost given up. We can't allow that.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because I'm about to cry again.
No, it's all right.
Another tear.
What's going on?
Weird detail to all this too, as you're crying. Grandfather Willow begins to cry, and his version of crying, is sap, right? And it's like tree sap. It's kind of amber.
Oh, that looks messy.
Yeah, and it starts coming out. Papillion speaks up. He's like, "Oh, at least you to grab some of that. This stuff is very, very good for you, actually. Tears of a willow tree." I'm going to grab some of no else's. Grandfather Willow, do you mind if I take some of your tears?
It'd be like all corrupted.
Of
Reminds me of
course,
a meme.
Papillion.
Above table, there actually act as the sap and the tears of Grandfather Willow act as healing potions. And special healing potions, they are bonus action greater healing potions. So
Whoa.
to you, if you
Awesome.
want,
Grab
if you
some.
want the sap tears of Grandfather Willow.
Good. She's
He's
gonna.
he's not doing anything with them.
Oh, also it's bottling that shit. She's gonna put that shit on the market.
That's a great gift, Charlie.
Ew.
Hey, you know what? It'll help us. He'll want us to do this, right, Grandfather Willow? You want us to do this?
Absolutely.
There you go.
I gotta take some of this shit right now. My hit points are down.
Life is a cycle, of course.
Thank you, Grandfather Willow.
So you all, your road lies with Witch Severra, correct?
Yes.
We need to stop her.
Between Papillion and Darken. By the way, old friend, I'm happy to see you well.
And the wolf is just like, he's looking too cool for school. He's just like, whatever. It is what it is.
There is something you could do to perhaps ease your path forward with Severra. You will have to search, though, for holly and laurel and craft a crown. If you're able to find this and put it upon her person, it may ease the passage of the corruption.
For holly and laurel.
What was that? Laurel?
Mhm.
What is
Like
that?
the laurel tree.
That's
That's what the name Lauren is from, the laurel tree.
I'll start calling you Laurel.
No.
Holly? Holly
Ah,
or
you
Holly?
screwed up by saying that.
Holly and
All right,
Laurel.
Laurel.
Okay.
If you do that, you have to call the other Lauren Laurel too.
No, I don't.
Laurel
I
one,
don't
Laurel
have to do
two.
that.
Yeah, you do.
Says
Boy,
who?
this is how we
Laurel?
solved the name debacle.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
what I'm
just
thinking.
Laurel now.
Call me Laurel now.
Oh,
That's your new nickname, Laurel.
That's right. It means victory. Didn't they used to do wear like the laurel or the what was it? The laurel crowns.
Mm-hmm.
The leaves was a symbol of victory. All right,
Was
I'll
that
take it.
Greek? I think that's Greek.
I think it was Greek.
All right, well,
And Holly
yeah, the
obviously
name
has a lot
Robert
of, like-
means bright
Uh-huh.
fame, and I'm not famous at all, so get over yourself.
You're famous in my heart, in my book.
Thank you.
Laurel wreath.
Yeah. Above table, it's a matter of like searching the woods to see if you can find these two things. It's 2 different survival checks made by one person with any buffs you can get, and then there will be a process of crafting the crown if you wanted to
Or
try and
I
do
have.
Ooh.
I have
Put the
guidance.
ranger to work.
Wait, hold on a second.
I'm so
I
glad you
got-
chose ranger.
I know. I am like, search for mysterious plants in the woods.
You guys did a great
My
job
specialty.
of hearing the theme and kind of leaning into it, by the way. Thank you.
Mhm.
I never forced it.
I have a +5.
I have a +7 in survival.
Damn.
Yeah, you guys can be
But I
fine
was
for
thinking-
survivals.
I know.
But I was thinking, since I'm a Fey Lost, see if what's his name? Papillion can help us find these last items, or if he knows
You
where they
better
are.
believe it. I will light the way for you on these paths. You know.
You know how to get there
Yeah,
Get where?
Druidcraft.
to find the holly and laurel.
how? What do you call?
Well,
Foraging
actually-
is not really my specialty, but I can provide light for you in the woods that help you see the bushes.
That would help greatly.
things.
That would help greatly.
So you're a lantern, is what you're saying.
I am literally a light. It's my purpose. A guide through danger, not guide to berries or plants.
Oh, I forgot. He's like a shining little fairy.
Well, so does the ranger able to track, or are we going for high survival?
Yeah, if we're doing survival rolls, y'all. I mean, I can help out. I have a 6 in survival.
A +7.
What's your favorite terrain or whatever?
It's forests, so I'm in my favorite terrain.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to allow for like multiple people rolling. There'll be 2 separate
Mhm.
checks. I'm just going to let you guys know the mechanics behind it. Holly will be a DC 15 survival check. These are going to be tough for your level. And then the Laurel is a DC 18 survival check.
Damn.
And then the crafting beyond that will be its own separate little thing. It's like sleight of hand, arcana, or nature.
I have
or
our
15.
herbalism kit.
Yeah.
Herbalism kit.
Um,
That work?
yeah, I will allow you guys to be as creative as possible to try and like potentially lower the DC. Right now, you'll be able to roll at advantage on a survival check because there's multiple members with proficiency in survival. Right, so advantage will be easily done. Herbalism kit, I'll subtract a point off of that. I think that's fine with me.
Anything else? Anyone else?
I have guidance.
Guidance. Yeah, I'll allow
Ooh.
guidance to be added to the roll.
Yeah, the only thing I could find is like it does mention foraging, but for food.
Yeah,
So
and
it says I gained twice as much food while foraging, but
I'll do
should
this. The
start.
crafting the crown DC with that will go down from 15 to 13 since you'll be able to, if you succeed on this, right, in finding the things, we'll assume you found a lot of the things, right? So you'll
okay.
have more material to work with and fail with in
Cool,
the
cool.
crafting process.
Sweet. So we roll off that +7 with advantage.
Yeah, +7 advantage and guidance.
Guidance.
And this will be for the Holly check, DC 14.
Not one.
Yeah.
No.
Who not ones?
Yeah, this might just come to a screeching halt right off the back.
Hopefully, because I know Megan had double ones before.
Yeah, so
I know.
like-
She also had
I also
double
had double 20s.
That's true.
Oh yes, you did.
24.
Not a problem.
Nice.
Through the light and through the woods. And again, some reason why the DC's high, right, is because there's so much corruption. So like finding a healthy plant that's not corrupted by the nightmares is difficult. But 24, you find the holly just fine.
Also,
Mhm.
I do have Druidcraft.
Yeah, I asked that earlier. I was like, you just like
Let me say
Pop
this, because there's so much like quote unquote deep magic associated with all of this. If they fail, I'll allow a wisdom check or you can start off with if you want. I'll say it's a decent high wisdom check for you to try and create, in this case, Laurel, with the same kind of deep magic that permeates this realm. Does that make sense? Right?
yeah.
So wisdom check because you're a druid, but I think the DC will be very high. It'll be 20 for you to try and make it through druidcraft. But if everyone's okay with that, I'll allow them to make that shot. I don't think there's any loss involved with that. And it's
Guidance.
creative, yeah, and I'll allow guidance on that.
Or we can go find it. Either or, right? That's what we're trying to do too, is find it.
I think it's a creative
Mhm.
solution, so I'm leaning towards you just like trying that out first and see if you're able to do it. Or you can save in your back pocket as the dramatic. If we fail, I have it. I think it's your call.
Yeah.
Trevor.
I think dramatically,
Save it in your back pocket
I would do
in
it.
case of failure.
Yep.
Or as a failure option, like as a backup.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. All right, so we're back to the normal survival check of DC 17 at advantage with guidance.
Okay, here we go. I see a big number. 19.
19. All right, you have
What
found
the-
the holly and the laurel. The guidance doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The 20 was for Druidcraft. That's right.
Yep. The crown, because of the ranger being able to get so much, its DC is 13. This is not as difficult, but there's a sleight of hand, arcana, or nature is the options here to craft the crown.
Good.
I have a +5 Arcana.
I got +5 sleight of hand.
I only got +4 of nature.
Options.
Who else has a good Arcana, nature, and sleight of hand?
I only have +3 of sleight of hand.
Right over here.
What, the
sorry,
barbarian?
Wait,
yeah.
Wait, what the what?
Sarka has what?
Yeah, the highest I have is +2 on nature.
Oh.
The weird, I'm kind of using this for big group checks, right? Where like statistically, like you're guaranteed to succeed. I think what you want to find here is 2 people with the same proficiency, because therefore then one of them can get advantage. So if 2 of you are proficient in nature, now one person with advantage.
Oh, I do have proficiency in nature.
Okay, so yeah.
Same. And Arcana.
Yeah, I have proficient in nature too.
Yeah, so it sounds like someone will get advantage on that. And then,
Guidance. Whole lot of guidance.
Guidance is clutch.
I just have +6 to stealth.
Well, there you go.
So that helps with anything.
You sneak up on the crown as you're crafting.
I could be the sneaky ones.
With the anxious horn.
All right, who's going to make the nature check? It sounds like an advantage.
I think.
I have a +4 on nature.
What was highest nature?
Yeah, I got 3. It's probably.
It was 5. I thought somebody had 5.
Where's 5? No, we had 5 in Arcana and then 5 in sleight of hand.
But those aren't paired with proficiency, I don't think.
Yep. Unless I'm proficient in Arcana, I have a +3.
Oh, yeah.
So if somebody has a +5, yeah,
I do.
Okay.
we'll take that.
Okay.
2 extra points.
Guidance on myself.
All right.
So Arcana
Crater
at
with the-
advantage.
Yeah.
Let's see about this.
And the little forest sprites are gathered around, and one's like pointing to the little crown on his head and is like pointing to what you guys are about to try and craft. They're watching with eager excitement to see if you're able to craft the holly laurel crown.
That's a dirty 20 without guidance.
Dirty 20. And it's taking me time, but eventually you get the holly and the laurel together and secure. Crater, you have found that you have a natural way of shaping the natural worlds and crafting.
And then I'll probably,
That's not too shabby.
probably use Druidcraft to help it blossom a little bit more.
The little forest sprite with the crown, like, places his crown on like the ground, and then they all start like bowing the crown to the crater.
Bow into the greater crown.
Wow.
That's so funny.
Okay, well, we got the crown put together.
So now we just have to put it on our head.
Now,
And this is Darkon speaking. I know he's been speaking a lot, so I don't want to steer you, but Darkon speaks up.
It sounds like a villain.
now we can continue to the gates. Is there anything else?
Let me just go grab some more tears really quick. Also, like runs down there and grabs bottles, a couple more. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, everyone, you get one usage of grandfather tears.
Okay.
Could we do like a little short rest before? Perhaps.
I'm fine with that.
Mm.
I'm just thinking with my 16 hit points.
Got healing. Can we do a short rest?
Or we can heal. Yeah.
Taking little naps is a little tricky, but you most certainly can try.
Well, I'm sure it'd be less tricky with you constantly watching us, right? Guarding us.
True. My lantern is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want the nightmares to get in while you sleep.
Well,
I don't
one
think
of
we're
us-
sleeping.
If it seems like one of us is having a nightmare, and I'm sure you can wake us up.
Also, I don't sleep. So if you all need to sleep,
Do you go into a shutdown mode? This is Nate talking.
yeah, but I'm aware. I'm like conscious the whole time.
If you go into a shutdown state, though, I'm still gonna like call out nightmares attempting to go in during your restful state. Same thing like our elves,
Bring it
right?
on.
They can like trance, right? But it would still be the same thing. They would have to.
Short rest, though, you don't have to be sleeping, right?
No.
You do not. That's fair. It do not. But
Yeah.
during this rest
Just like
period,
resting.
you still have to, as you're trying to relax and recoup, there still will be a moment of. That's if anybody's trying to spin hit die. I'll make that pretty clear. If you're not spinning hit die, then you don't need to make a check. But anyone who wants to, you will. There will be a check involved.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hit dice.
Yeah, I need to.
It's not a hard DC, and you'll have advantage because you have Papillion with you. It's a wisdom saving throw for those who want to do it. Got to get a 10 or higher.
Oh boy.
10.
Woo! I have a -2 to my wisdom saving.
Uh-oh.
You said wisdom check?
Wisdom
saving
save.
throw?
Yep,
Save.
10
With
or higher
advantage?
With advantage because of Papillion's lantern.
Oh, with
Alright,
advantage.
it's a 15. Okay, yeah, there it is.
Ooh, 23.
All right.
Excellent. You're
Ooh.
able to spin hit die as you need.
What? Why did that not go off?
I don't even pretend to try
My
and
hit die.
understand the hit die things anymore.
Yeah, I'm like trying to find it on here. I always lose.
Because when I hit short rest and I say, okay,
Yeah, it's
roll a
like
hit die, it's on
funky.
the
Like,
side.
Confirm it. Choose how many you want to roll, etc. Keep doing that. It's very.
Wait, where do y'all see hit die? I feel like it's missing from my
under
head.
short rest.
And then on the right.
Oh,
it
sure,
says,
there we go. Okay,
Roll
gotcha,
hit
gotcha.
die.
And then
Yeah,
it's weird because you have to like click the like mine's 1d12 plus 2. I have to like click that, let it roll, and then click take short rest for it to go through.
right. Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Okay, I'm full. I'm full. Does any of my features
I'm
reset?
full. Oh yeah, wisdom saving throw at advantage. Hold on.
Confirm? Okay. All right. That's good.
Wow, I just rolled
I'm-
double nat ones in real life.
Oh shit.
Oh no. I'm trying to decide if going into this short rest, if Zarka would say to Darkin, in regards to Osset, the beta needs a rest.
Beta.
I grow restless.
This is in Wolvish.
I know.
Pack leader.
Rin.
Will they
No,
be
she
strong
wouldn't
enough for
actually
the
say
task
that.
ahead?
Funny enough, that I was actually going to showcase that Darkin was very restless, and essentially, if he didn't roll that nat 20 early on, there would be like a roll here to see if he doesn't like get impatient and go off. But that nat 20, clutch.
Getting me through.
Yep.
No, yeah, she doesn't. I won't be that antagonistic.
But he does tell you, like,
Grow restless. Are we able to continue, pack leader?
Patience.
Are they strong enough?
Are you all ready now?
Yep. She's all limbering up, kind of jumping up and down, stretching. Yep.
I don't know.
I'm
Am
all
I
set.
ready?
4 sprites are mimicking you.
I'm always ready.
Nate, I rolled double nat ones on my wisdom save.
Oh, for
Oh.
your healing?
Yeah,
No, you
yeah.
didn't.
I did. I on my physical dice.
I don't believe you. You're just being Rob and you're being self-deprecating.
No, I
punishing
swear to
yourself.
God.
Oh,
Unless I
Wait.
misread my dice and one of those was a 7, but either way, I have a -2.
Wait, for your wisdom save or for
Yeah.
your hit
My
die?
wisdom save.
Oh shit.
You get no benefits of a short rest as your thoughts and you just and fears start kind of creeping in, and you think you see a rust monster, right? And you think you see these kind of other creatures, and just unfortunately, you do not get a benefits of a short rest.
Rude.
Do you want my sap potion?
You stick your hand in your pocket and you just pull out this like sticky sap.
It's just a ball of sap.
Just a ball of
Got
sap.
a little bit of hair on it there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. That was the boar I killed earlier.
No, that wasn't you. That didn't come from you.
The fur? Where exactly would it come from?
You make a lot of growl noises.
I do?
Wrong character.
Oh,
You're thinking of
sorry. I
Megan
don't pay
Zarka.
much attention.
No, you're good.
She's the chick with like the fiery hair.
I know.
I'm imagining Austin having like chest hair
Just
now
growl.
poking out of her.
Sorry, he's very
breathing flaming chest
I
hair.
apologize if I overcorrected you there, Rob, because I thought maybe
That's
I was talking
fine.
about Zarka.
No, what I'm doing with this character is I'm turning off my brain. So it was kind of unintentional, but it's because I'm just
Also, him just not
I'm
understanding
very
these
unfocused.
people too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, dark
Offset looks at him and she like points a thumb. Yeah, no, that's her. That's Zarka. She's a growly one.
Oh, the hair came from her.
No, the hair came from the board earlier. She's the one who
That's boar?
growls. Yeah, never mind. We can move on.
Okay.
Darken is impatiently trying to lead the way. Are you ready?
Venture forth.
Venture out into the wounds, the corrupted wounds. I'd say about an hour passes. A much longer little trek. You've already spent hours foraging and creating the crown. Eventually, you come up to chapter 3. And there's this space where these trees are overgrown, very much like the picture, and they're forming a gate. But in our scene, the gate is closed. Who here speaks Sylvan?
I speak Sylvan.
do.
I do.
I also do.
We all speak Sylvan.
Damn.
You're all
Over
prepared.
We all understood the assignment.
I love that you guys are
What was
all
I
very
gonna-
focused, and then Lauren, Ninny, you're just like random.
I literally chose random. Yeah.
Which I love.
I
Oh,
love
they gotta
that.
speak
Yeah.
primordial.
I made it. Sorry, I was gonna make a stupid joke earlier. It's like I love that Mickey Mouse is copyright free, and you're like already stolen his voice.
You know.
You sound like that Mickey Mouse kind of like people like.
Oh,
Like, oh.
Bye.
Inscribed into the roots, almost like naturally grown into it, are words in Sylvan. And for those who can read it, it says, "For my home, offer in 3 rhymes, riddles, songs of thee, Thee, that laid the foundation of your home."
I might need you to write that out.
Yeah, can you say that one more
Yes.
time?
I just sent it over. "For my home,
think that's,
offer in 3 rhymes, riddles, songs of thee, that laid the foundation of your home."
And this is
Alright.
written down.
That last line doesn't really rhyme.
Hey, I only have so much creative energy.
Does show emphasis on the 3
Whoever-
and the
Whoever wrote
Yes.
that is just lazy.
Nate, did you say this was written down somewhere?
It's inscribed in the roots over the closed root.
It's in
gate.
Misfits rules.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
posted
you
it.
can't see it. Yeah. But the 3 and the are emphasized. Like,
I will share above table, although this is a secret to the characters, that Zarka cannot read very well.
I mean, that's
And
fair.
she
You,
is-
you can speak
She's
Sylvan.
pretending,
Yeah.
yes, verbally she can speak Sylvan, but she is pretending she can read this and
So-
nodding along with all of you.
This is where I'm just gonna give you guys like this isn't supposed
get
to be like
it.
a saw.
I get it.
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what it is like to enter my home, you have to offer 3 things: a rhyme, a riddle, and then a song of thee that laid the foundation of your home. Something that you or your character would personally know, either from like their backstory, their childhood,
Oh.
that kind of stuff.
That might be
Is
a
that-
problem.
Is that some? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Is that
No,
close?
you're 100% on it.
Yes.
And this isn't supposed to
Oh.
be super, super complicated. It could be a simple performance check to get through, which I know is not all of your strong suits. Or if you, as players, tell me a rhyme, a riddle, a song, or a poem, then you don't make a check.
Here comes the bride, fair, fat, and wide. Here comes the groom, skinny as a broom.
Do you want to sing a bridal song, a comedic bridal song to the gate? I'm not kidding. Like, you legitimately, I'll take what you just did if you want to make it that
Yeah.
what you do, Charlie. Yeah.
Winter has turned to spring.
Here
When she
comes the
sang that.
bride. Ba, 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 da. And you watch as a part of the roots begin to kind of open up.
Oh,
If I say Zarko wants to howl like a wolf, will you make me do that? Or can I just roll a performance check, although I only have a +0?
Roll a performance check. DC is high as 15, so good luck.
Oh, okay, maybe not. I'll think of a song.
I'll be just so you know, there's no penalty for failure beyond the fact that, you guys will be
Okay, it's
forced.
not like we only have 3 tries.
Yeah, this is me just to make you
Okay.
guys have to say silly things if you fail. That's pretty much the penalty.
Okay, I'll try. Oh, dang.
Nope. You give a good ow, but it's not good enough. Darkin does
I
speak
have-
up though. He's like,
I like the song of my people.
and he howls.
It's a good one, right?
Yes,
It's a classic.
song of the moon and the pack.
Yeah, Ninny will actually get really excited and go, "Never gonna give you up! Never gonna let you down! Never gonna run around and desert you!"
what
Lauren,
what
please
part of
write
this-
down. I song inspiration is not good enough for that. That's just
Rick,
what part of your life is that about?
Rickspiration. Rick roll
Rickspiration.
inspiration. That was beautiful. Rick roll inspiration for you, Lauren, for sure. Were you saying something,
about-
Rob? Yeah.
No, it was. Crater asked, "What part of your life is that song about?"
It's about my awesome sports that I played back in the day.
Oh,
You just don't never give up.
He's a big ball guy.
Yeah, I love me some balls.
I now want Ninny to be like an athlete who never came to terms with his sexuality through such a hyper masculine. Well, that's me getting way too deep, but continue.
I have a limerick. A limerick for the door.
Let's hear it.
Cradle will sort of step up and wipes non-existent sweat off his hands on his little plate front, and he will say, "There once was a warforged bold, in a skirmish his story was told. A spell hit his head, left a crater, it said. Now his memories are lost in that hole."
And the roots that I've been passing beyond after the Rick roll inspiration too, after that last little bit. Did Crater narratively did Crater write that himself?
I mean,
Right? Like narratively that's what
he
happened.
came up with
right?
it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, he's got a decent performance. He's got 17 charisma.
Yeah. The reason why I ask is like the creative energy of Crater Crater creating in this moment you all see little specks of light begin to appear around Crater's head, like almost like a merging of like the creative energy, but then it quickly is like sucked away by like this corruption. But the world, the realm around you was reacting to your creativity.
Did I just see a light? Am I having an aneurysm? Can Warforged have aneurysms?
Do you smell toast? Oh wait, no, that's
I don't
that's a stroke.
You could have had a short circuit. A short in your wires.
Do I have wires?
That's just Charlie talking avionics.
Offset kind of like crosses her arms and she goes, "A riddle, eh? Hate riddles. But I have one. Give me food and I will live. Give me water and I will die. What am I?"
Pretty sure that's from The Hobbit.
Oh, I know this one.
Well, that's not a complaint. But I actually don't remember the answer.
I do.
Wait, what
I'm
is
not
it
sure-
again?
I'm not going to say it.
Give me food and I will live. Give me water and I will die. What am I?
Oh,
Do we
I do know
say
this
the
one.
answer?
I know what it is. Can I say it out loud?
Mold, obviously. Right?
She like looks. She uncrosses her arms and sighs. It's fire, guys. Come on. Like I would come up with anything else.
Yeah, we knew it was fire. We were just giving you that moment.
Well, he
Fire-
didn't. He
fire.
thought it was moss.
Mold, actually.
Mold.
Water lives, right? Mold lives on water. Moisture.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. How about that?
By the way, the gate through is already open, but it just continues opening
Oh.
after the. I was like, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna say anything, but it continues opening.
I
up.
kind of wondered. I was like, didn't it open a little bit already?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No, I'm fine with that.
I thought we still had to offer.
Was
By
it
the
in
way,
The
I
Hobbit?
knew
It just
the answer
seemed
was
like that
fire.
was a riddle.
I
don't know if that one was in
it
there
was
or not.
it was something. I remember it from somewhere, and I just remembered like, oh, you feed fire and it grows, and then I was like, yeah, it might be from The Hobbit or some other fantasy movie. I can't remember, but
No,
yeah.
Even if it was, that's not a complaint because this stuff definitely is inspired by stuff like The Hobbit, so I'm here for it.
Door's open. Let's go. And Spring skips right into the door.
Oops, spring.
All right.
So did your name change?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Go ahead and, to be fair, I think he did that manually. I'm not going to be changing his name constantly or her name.
I've
All
been
right.
changing.
Spring, go to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Yep, that's what you get for frolicking in there all willy nilly.
I'm too cheerful.
I know.
13. What's happening as you skip into the space is you almost immediately run right into, as the passage kind of seems like it's going down into the earth, right? But as you approach the gate, there was nothing behind it beyond forest. But as you pass through the gate, you come back up out of the earth, and you're back in an open glade again. You're in the forest, but it's much different. Around you is the suggestion of architecture, right? It's open sky above you, but it's like that. These trees are kind of shaped to kind of give a semblance of a wall, right? A room over it, and you can see maybe a suggestion of furniture. The ground itself looks like it was decorative in some way, but it's all been kind of overgrown. But 13, you immediately get stuck in a giant web of a whole bunch of spider webs that have encompassed this section of the witch's home. And you immediately trigger it, and we immediately roll initiative.
Oh, God damn it, Spring!
I can't help myself. I just have to spring into action.
God, I like it better as winter.
Ooh, not 20.
Spring, you're doing great.
Oh, I rolled a 5 or a 6.
Another 13.
Ooh, 15.
Obviously, the maps can be very exaggerated. Like, you ran right into all that stuff, but just for narrative, I feel like it was great that you ran and got immediately stuck into the web. That was like the first
I know.
thing you guys came across.
My characters, each
No,
each form has its own little mischief.
No, that was
Yeah.
beautiful. That was great. I'm here for it. I love
What's the
when
one
a
that you
character
can
I kind of like.
teleport with?
This me as a player, I don't mind when someone's like, yeah, my character kind of leans into this in this moment. That was great.
She gets, help me!
Yeah.
Toilets. For those who know that reference, I think it's
Mhm.
Emperor's New Groove. There's like a spider getting eaten. He's like, help me, help
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Help
that
me,
used to
help me.
Man,
And
I
you
was
hear,
a
Yeah.
child. That used to scare me. That whole segment with like the dark fucking forest. That shit used to scare me.
Which one? Emperor's New
And
Groove?
then yeah.
Oh, with the panthers and stuff, and
No,
like the
that's
squirrel.
fair. I saw that when I was like a
Oh.
teenager, so it wasn't that scary.
Thought as adult, trying to make children, but I can't.
Yeah, it's scary.
When I that actually was from a movie way back. I think it was The Fly.
Oh, yeah?
The
I
Fly?
never saw The Fly.
What? Oh, that's a
Like-
good one.
Back in the day, what's his name? Goldman or something.
Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum. Yep.
Put respect on his name.
I think it was from the first Fly, and he gets trapped when he actually turned into a little fly. It's like, help me!
Let me give you guys a quick option here. It's 10:48. Obviously, we can start combat and do like a round if you want, or do we just want to pick up here next time with the combat being triggered? Any preferences?
Combat now.
One,
Yeah.
at least one rounds.
Yeah, one round.
Okay,
Let's
excellent.
do it.
Five rounds.
Five rapid
Full
rounds.
to be fair, maybe it'll be quick.
Spring is enjoying
Maybe
this.
it'll roll well.
We got 30-second timer on each turn or on each character.
Oh.
I think
Why
you
am I
have
always
an
up front?
initiative advantage. Move that one second time. Not much better.
Why does a simple friendly door lead to a trap?
Oh no, there was an evil witch in the there was a trap in the evil witch's lair.
Who would have known?
Who would have seen that
Who would have
coming?
thought? Spring.
Alright, I just watched you spawn another one of those in.
100%.
Ew,
got
it looked
closer
like
to
a
spring.
tick. Blech.
You got it closer to spring.
Oh yeah.
Now you're gonna be spider food.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
If
not
she's green and this room's green, would they? Well, yeah. She triggered the trap. Or the
Yeah.
webs.
Yeah, you're in the web. They know exactly where you are.
I
Oh,
got to blend in.
I don't think I've fought spiders in a minute.
I know it's been a long time since I've run them.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we fought spiders, I think, was in the Trader's Rise.
Megan, this will be your choice.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on your initiative.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this is her fear.
Oh.
This is the fear that she had. Well, this wasn't a direct manifestation of her fear being taken. I did love that you picked up on two themes immediately. You're like wolves and spiders. Wavelength.
I'm a
Wait a
mind
second.
reader, apparently.
Ooh, Osset kind of smiles evilly. She's looking at the webs and then thinking of how well webs burn.
Wait. Burn it!
Oh, not the web that you're in, obviously. Or at least I'll try to not
Nice.
burn it.
If anybody wants to control Darken as a dire wolf, you can. It's up to you though. But I have the stats open up for myself. If anybody wants the joy of running a pet.
Zarka.
I would say yes. Yes, Roll20 / Chrome is frozen for me. I can't even update my initiative, so that's why there's a delay. But sure. Just a regular direwolf.
Yep.
That block. Cool.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. be fair, I probably should have done a whole bunch of like stealth checks and surprise rounds, but I give them advantage on their initiative for all this triggering stuff. That's fine. All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right, it's actually going to go straight for the big target down here on Darken, and it's going to shoot a web. Oh, that's only an 11 to hit with web on Darken. I believe that's a miss. We can do that one time. 2. Yep. Okay. Zarka's up.
I have an 11 now because I rolled with disadvantage for
Oh,
initiative.
10 for it.
I just couldn't update it.
All right, it's Darken's turn. Darken.
Okay. I'm trying to get Roll20 back up. Is there a spider close by him in melee range?
He has a movement speed of 50. He would have to do some climbing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think there's enough space here. I think I'm actually going to have Darken have to try and do a acrobatics or athletics check to climb and get to the spider. I'll make it a DC 10 though. For him, that would be a strength or dexterity check to get up. He literally has to climb through a dead tree and try and get up the tree to the spider.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think for him, strength check, DC 10.
Cool. I will. Yeah, strength has a better modifier, so let's do that. And a D20. Hell yeah.
Excellent. Yep, he makes it up and can do his attack. Attack.
So yes, just one bite. Plus 5 to hit. So 15 to hit.
15 on them. Excuse me. Yep, that's a hit.
Alright, so 2d6 plus 3 damage. Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Double sixes.
Fuck yeah.
So that's 15 piercing damage. If the target is a creature, what would not be a creature?
No, this is a creature. Got 1%.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. It must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right. I would like you to roll a d6 for me. Because I failed, and this will be falling damage. The spider falls to the ground. Nice. Go Darken!
Nice.
Darken!
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, the spider is now fallen onto the ground. So this one's on the ground prone.
Okay.
Osset, what's your dexterity?
20.
Oh, he has this spider has a dexterity of 25, so it's going to be 40. JK.
Oh, okay.
You're up.
All right. So Osset is going to move 20 feet here. That's the thing is, like, I'm not very strong, so I'm like, I mean, I guess I could use like the help action to like pull you out. Are you like restrained or?
1 second. I don't see. Am I crazy? I don't see the face spider in there. I mean, the big one. I don't think.
Huh?
The special spider didn't get into the initiative for some reason. So let's see.
What do you mean special spider?
Oh,
This is special spider?
Yeah, one's a different color.
No,
It's on the
zero.
list. It just
Oh.
zero.
Yeah.
I knew what that spider was the entire time.
Oh, he rolls terrible, even advantage. It's only a 5. So continue as we were.
Oh, okay.
Right? He's not on there. He's not crazy. He was at one point. Anyways, continue.
Spring, you're like trapped in the web, right? Like you can't move,
It's okay.
or you would have to. Oh, I guess you're face shit, right?
It's okay. I got
Okay.
this.
Okay, all right. Then in that case, Osset is going to pull out her longbow and attack this guy up here.
I'm just being comfy.
17 to
Okay,
hit.
yes.
Okay, that's gonna be a 8 piercing, and then second arrow coming. That's a 21. Going to be that's 13 piercing plus a 1d2 plus 2 psychic damage.
You don't have anything like Colossus Slayer or anything like that, do you?
No, she's a Fey Wanderer, so she has like Misty Step and that kind of stuff. So
Cool. All right, anything else?
nope, that's it.
You are. Let me put this on you. You are restrained, Spring. So this dude comes running up and is going to try and bite you at advantage.
Sentinel. Just kidding.
And Rob got bye, Rob.
Rob got
18 hits,
yeeted.
Spring.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, unless you're immune to poison.
I am not immune to poison. What is what they save throws?
Oh,
Lord.
you'll have 8 piercing damage, and then
Okay.
9 poison damage.
Oh,
Damn.
Okay. Nini.
All right. See, where does she? Okay, he's gonna run up to this spider, even though it's prone. He wants to kick it,
Yep. Okay.
stomp on it, whatever.
You're gonna squish the spider. Yeah, you'll have
Yeah.
advantage because he is prone on all your melee attacks.
Oh no, 13.
13 just misses. AC 14.
Oh.
Rough. All right, first attack.
Gonna go again. Gonna stomp it again. Oh, 25.
25
There we
hits.
With 7 demo.
7. He had exactly 7 health left.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
And that would be it.
Spring.
Okay. Spring is going to wild shape
Oh.
into a fiendish giant spider.
Ooh.
It's gonna look like this one that I just posted in the rules chat.
Aw. Wait, how big are you?
Consider that a giant. If Rob can't see it, I will put it in Thursday's chat.
Did I add you the?
Oh, no, I
Misfits
can
rolls?
see.
Yeah, I think he's in rolls.
I can see everything.
Oh, okay.
He can see everything.
But yeah.
Big
Always
Googly
have
eyes.
people
Ew.
All right,
It's so
and that'll
cute.
Break you from it.
Okay. And
Oops.
I think the webs. I don't think they have any kind of bonus action. So it's just turn into a spider.
I'll give this one a little special little pink mark on it. That's your spider.
Okay.
All right.
With the big googly eyes, you got to give it big googly eyes.
I would if it wasn't where we are in the night. But next time, if you remind me,
Oh.
we'll make special art for him.
Googly eyes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll take a little shot at Ossit. That's only an 8.
It
Moving
hits.
on.
I'm just kidding.
Zarga's up. Don't tease me. Just kidding.
How is this web working? Like, if I wanted to get into melee range with one of these?
So, pretty much on the map, if there's anything that looks like web in that square, you need to make a dexterity check to not be caught by it. Pretty much one. So how about this? Sorry. the first time you enter the webbing, you have to make a dexterity check, DC 10, to not be restrained and stuck in that spot. Then after that, you have the whole turn, assuming you do successful. But if you start your turn there and there's still a webbing, either the first time you enter or begin your turn in the webbing, you make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I do have advantage on dexterity saves, but I also have 40 feet of movement speed. So if I went around this little thing here to go in this space, I would not have to make a dexterity check or save, I mean.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at that screen when you pinging.
Sorry, here, I'll like move the theoretical movement that I would go, like up
to be
here.
fair, also you need to make a dexterity saving, so that webbing there counts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if that answers your question, Zarka, this webbing here also counts.
Oh, okay.
You would have been fine, Osset, so that squares out.
Okay.
It's a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, so do that if you wish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Alright, we're good.
You move
we're
your
good,
turn,
we're good.
but remember, if you start your turn there, you'll be making a save again.
Okay.
Remember, pink is Charlie's character. Spring Summer Love.
It's the cute spider.
Is this space? Does this have web on it?
Well, now
Right
that
above me?
now that you've made one save at the beginning, going into the first time, you can just keep moving as much as you want.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This
I
turn.
mean for planning, like
No,
trying
it would
to
not.
end.
Yep, I'm fine with that one.
Okay.
Not being.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to rage,
Rajay.
and hit that guy with my great axe.
Good.
That is a nat 1.
You remember this one is Spring Roll.
Is what?
That's
a wild shape summer spring roll.
Oh shit! Okay,
Nope.
I
You
did not
already
remember that.
You already said it. You already said it.
Aesthetically, we know yours looks completely different.
I have a cute spider.
Okay, so Scratch, she goes up to that one. I only went that way because I was trying to avoid the web anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, she goes for that one, and misses comedically because she's just terrified.
But
but
one
she,
inspiration if you don't have it.
oh yes, perfect. But she does have her second attack. All right, that's better. 17.
Yep, that hits.
And then damage. So 10 damage with
Goes
the
down.
rage.
One's dead.
Oh, we lose.
Oh,
We lose Megan.
Whoop, Megan.
Oh
no.
rage quit.
These monsters are too easy. Barbarian is too powerful. I'm done with it. This sucks. Oh, hey, Megan.
Computer died.
Oh,
no.
Oh no.
No, I won D&D, so I was like, you know what? I don't
Yeah.
have to play anymore.
Yeah, and that's all I need.
That's it. I'm done. Are you?
That's it.
All right.
Perfect
do you
timing.
Have,
Have a
roll
great life.
20? You don't have to then, right?
No.
Okay, no, it's okay. I'm just gonna. I don't like. It's like I'm not that invested that much. I'm gonna say you killed that one. I don't know if you heard that part. So if you want to move
Yes.
up and hit the other healthy giant spider, you can.
I used both attacks though. The first one was in that one.
Oh yeah. So then I'll just back you up out of the webbing, so you don't start your turn.
Yes,
there.
please. Thank you.
Okay. Crater, you're up. And I keep on. I want to read it as
Oh, boy.
Carter, but Crater, you're up.
It
Come
is
on,
not
spell
fun.
slinger.
I'm not going to sling any spells, guys. It's going to be so cool. And he's going to walk up. Is that webbing right there, or is that just outside of it?
Just outside of it.
Okay. I'm going to dig in my hand, or my gauntlet, thingy it into the pouch on my side. It is. Wait, let me read this. Okay. Sorry, cool. It's a magic item. Gonna reach in, take out this little puffy gray thing, and I'm gonna huck it 20 feet. Let me measure this. It won't let me measure this.
Is
Who are
this
you
the
trying
dust
to
of
hit?
sneezing and choking?
No.
I
I'm trying to
love that.
just measure 20 feet. Yeah, I just want to get it as close to the crazy looking spider, but that works too, like right next to that one. Yeah. I'm gonna huck a fuzzball right next to that spider, as close as I can get to the phase spider.
Well, the phase spider's up here, and he's like
yeah,
40
yeah,
feet
no.
away.
I'm yeah, like right next to that, right there.
Okay.
Right there. I'm gonna huck this little ball, and I gotta roll a d8. This could either be really cool or really stupid. And I'm gonna do this one digitally, so it actually shows up. Please be good. Oh, no way.
What is it? What's an 8?
To be fair, Megan, I keep forgetting I need to make you do wisdom saving throws not to be frightened in this scenario. But it's not a huge deal.
So I rolled my d8 in D&D Beyond, so you can see it in the more I rolls. Where that fuzz puff lands, a giant elk spawns.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot my uncommon magic item.
I forgot to mention that at the beginning.
Yeah, this is mine. I chose a gray bag of tricks, and this is the best. This is the best one you can get.
What the hell? You got a hellhound?
It's a big fucking elk, and it listens to me.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey, it's not bad. 30 saving throw, huh? 1.
Okay, he's restrained.
That's okay. He's gonna.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He can use an action to break free, but currently he's
No,
restrained.
he's gonna ram the spider. No, he's gonna. This is why this is the best one. Oh, he has to be prone. Never mind. He's gonna ram him.
Doesn't the
plus
ramming
6 to
thing
hit.
needs to move or like run? And
No, it's just with the antlers. I think that's
Okay.
the charge.
All right, yeah, he can ram at disadvantage because of the restrained.
Yeah. Here.
Are they chanting
Let's see,
hoo-ha?
that's an 8 plus 6.
Oh, wow.
14 to hit.
14 hit.
14 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was at disadvantage, right? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The other
Good,
one was
good,
a 14.
Good, good, good. 14, 14.
Let's see, that's 2d6 plus 4. Yeah, if I get one of these things prone, I can do like fucking 4d8 plus 4 or something. It's ridiculous.
God.
2d6.
Hoo-ha.
4 plus 4 plus 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 and bludgeoning. All right. Anything else?
That's its turn now. Languages giant elk. I can speak giant elk.
All right.
By the way,
Attack your elk. So have the stats ready.
this elk is the size of an adult dragon, I think.
Not an adult dragon.
It's a huge beast.
Damn.
it's huge.
It doesn't, yeah. It doesn't have very many hit points, though.
Jesus.
I don't know
Oh
why
my
it's huge.
god!
All right.
Holy.
The not phase spider has run up and tried to attack your elk at advantage because of restrained and rolled a 12 as the highest roll.
That misses.
Yep. All right. And then you watch as a bonus action, the spider phases away.
That's my elk.
And you don't know where he went.
Wait,
The only reason I know about this creature is because one of my characters.
That should be a 13.
But I don't have meta knowledge.
A 13. What's happening?
Where'd he go?
Somehow, you got me going first. I think I was a 13, so...
Oh, that 13 giant spider is you.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
it's
the
because of
order,
the token
13.
got duplicate. That's why.
Mhm.
Okay.
But either way, admittedly, my brain is fried. So if you guys are okay, we'll end it here at the
Yeah.
top of the order, and then we'll pick up next time.
Works
Yes,
for me.
sir.
Yep, yep, yep.
Offset's gonna light this whole place on fire, burn everyone.
Burn it down.
Don't burn my elk.
You're all stuck in the web now. This is our plan all along.
If this elk survives, that means we just have a giant elk. So don't kill the elk.
We can ride it. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. We could all ride it. It's
You
huge.
guys are gonna come riding in on the back of a dire wolf and a giant fucking elk. I'm here for it.
Yeah, bro.